Hello and welcome to Dungeons and Magi. Now you're probably thinking, well, normally Caleb's the or GM for tonight. Well, tonight, as we announced last week, is our one-shot night. So I will be your GM for the night. You know me best as Ethan, who plays Argos or Elwyn, but tonight I will be known as your Narnian GM. So welcome, and thanks for tuning in to Dungeons and Magi, where we open our minds, open our handbooks, and more importantly, re-roll the damn dice. We are so excited for tonight's one shot. I'm super excited. I hope the players are ready. I'm pretty sure they're going to wave their pitchforks at me when they're done. But before we get into our fun for tonight, we do have a few announcements to get through, so bear with us. Elliot, you're up first with socials.
We are live on Twitch and YouTube every Sunday at 6 p.m. EST. We are now a Twitch affiliate, and we want to thank all of you for helping us get this far. You can subscribe to our channel with 3 tiers, and you can even use your Amazon Prime subscription to sub for free each month. We now have a Patreon. Our Patreon is open with 4 tiers, and you can join for as little as $5 a month. The top tier gets you exclusive access to our Discord, custom merch, entry for giveaways, and even the chance to play with us. Visit us at patreon.com/dungeonsandmagi. You cannot search us due to us being listed as adult content. Check out our website at www.dungeonsandmagi.com. Also, check out our other social media. Facebook is facebook.com/dungeonsandmagi. Twitter is at dungeonsandmagi. Instagram is instagram.com/dungeons_and_magi. Both TikTok and Twitch are at dungeons_and_magi. And we have a YouTube URL now. It's youtube.com/at Dungeons and Magi. Back to the GM.
All right. Thank you, Elliot. Next, Aaron, do you have some new store info for us?
Actually, we are putting the store on hold. We're going to transition to a new store for better logistics and stock control. So for the time being, our site's going to be down as we make this transition. But once we get everything moved over, up and going, we'll have the merch back, including dice. So that's what we got.
I mean, I do love dice. So
Oh yeah.
I think everybody loves dice. So
of course.
I think everybody will be chomping at the bit, waiting for our store to get back up. Next, Caleb, what special announcements do we have?
All right. Tonight's music is brought to us by Critical Role. Their new album, Welcome to Taldore, is available now on Spotify, Apple Music, and basically anywhere else you can get your music. We do not own the rights to this music and have received permission from Critical Role to use it during our stream. Just a reminder, we have our monthly talk show, Behind the Curtain. That is the first Wednesday of every month. You can join us as we sit down, have a few drinks, and answer everyone's burning questions. Again, that is the first Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on Twitch and YouTube. And then we have a new podcast. You can join Ben and myself every Friday on Spotify, Apple Music. We are on Google Podcasts, basically anywhere you can get your podcast. And also on YouTube, you can see the vodcast, the video podcast. That is every Friday at 8 a.m. Scarlet Tavern, we discuss true crime, nerd fandoms, and more. We Friday just released the first episode of Jim Jones and the Jonestown Massacre. Really, really good stuff. Really brutal, creepy stuff. Part 2 will be out next Friday. We've got another 2-parter that's in the works that will be released after that. And then we're going to get to some more lighthearted stuff, making fun of some stupid people. So please join us for that. And just a reminder, we will not be streaming. There will be no show on Easter Sunday. We want all of the cast and crew to spend time with their families during Easter Sunday. We want our fans to spend time with your families on Easter Sunday. So we will not be streaming that Sunday. And in May, beginning in May, we will be taking the last Sunday off every month. That's just to give us time to recuperate and not burn ourselves out. So, and that's starting in May. And I believe that's it.
Sorry, my headset keeps acting up on me. Oh, this is annoying. I'll just have to get a new headset sometime soon. But thank you, Caleb, for our special announcements. If you guys haven't really checked out the Scarlet Tavern, I highly recommend you do so. It is a fantastic show, and if you are into the topics that Caleb had mentioned before, it's a great podcast to check out. Highly, highly recommend it. Lastly, I think Ben's got some sponsor info
I do indeed.
to our tonight's event.
All right. Thank you so much, Ethan. We would like to thank 1985 Games for providing these awesome new VHS dice. Located in Portland, Oregon, 1985 Games was started by a group of players looking for a better way to game in real time without having to break the action to draw every tree on the map. 1985 Games creates affordable, accessible, high-quality accessories for D&D and other tabletop role-playing games. You can get 10% off your entire order by going to 1985games.com/dungeons_and_magi or by entering the code dungeons_and_magi at checkout. They are now running a Kickstarter for amazing 1985 inspired D&D pins. You can find it on their website. We have rolled out a new sponsor tier known as Partners. A partner is a sponsor who has gone above and beyond to help Dungeons and Magi reach their potential. A partner has agreed to make a lifetime commitment to provide products or services to Dungeons and Magi to aid in giveaways and overall production. We would like to thank and introduce our first official partner, and they are, drumroll, Raven's Nest Dice. We were provided with these custom character themed dice and dice boxes. Very nice.
Woohoo!
Get your own dice today on Etsy, or you can find them on the sponsor page of our site. We have our second partner, Dungeon Crate. Dungeon Crate is a subscription box full of epic products, including dice, miniatures, tabletop terrain, and original adventures that you can't find anywhere else, all delivered to your castle doors each month. We are so excited to be working with them, and if you put in the code Dungeons Magi 22 at checkout, you will receive 50% off a new subscription. Also, all Crate members may use their monthly code to receive 10% in the online RPG store. Please visit them today at dungeoncrate.com or on our sponsor page. Back to you, GM.
Actually, I'm sorry. One more thing that Ben keeps missing.
I am literally reading the script that you provided me.
Then you're reading the wrong one.
Well, I guess I am reading the wrong one. I think I might have.
So, one more is we want to thank Son of Oak Games. Son of Oak Games provided us City of Mists. City of Mists is a cinematic role-playing game of investigation, action, and drama set in a gritty urban fantasy world. The box that you can get here, the starter box, is designed to introduce the game to your group with as little prep as possible, learning as you play. You can check out our TikTok as well as our Instagram and our Facebook for the unboxing of this. Ben and I unboxed this and took a look through it, and it is amazing. The art is amazing, and we cannot wait to sit down with this. If you go to our sponsor page on our website, you will find Son of Oak there, or you can find their website, which is cityofmist.co, and check out this kit. It is amazing, and I think you guys will like it.
Well, once again, Caleb, thank you for that. That sounds really intriguing, and I'm kind of into like those kind of games, like those types of games, like a few just for kind of games that are similar. or like Murder at the House on the Hill. Like that's a fantastic game if you guys haven't played those ones. So if you guys like the spooky kind of type games, yeah, don't be afraid to check it out. Um, with that, so one last thing before we begin, just wanted to say had happy early birthday to Caleb right now. This is the whole reason why I'm GMing tonight is the greatest gift you can ever give to our forever DM in the world of role-playing games is to let them be a player. So a few weeks back, Caleb threw out this idea of me GMing for a night, and I said, "Yeah, sure, I don't mind GMing. Do you need a break? Like, is everything going on with the campaign?" He goes, "It's my, my birthday's coming up. I want a week off so I can play." So, happy early birthday, Caleb. I hope this birthday present is uh, good for you and that you enjoy tonight being a player. So, uh, happy birthday. And I think I don't have any other announcements. Um, so with that, let's ready to crack open those handbooks. If we haven't already, get those dice ready to roll. Because now, let's roll the damn dice.
Woo!
Open your mind up to the chance our luck is in. That the battles that await us are battles we can win. We've all got a role to play. We've all got a role to make. Dungeons and Magi, it's time for us to do or die. The numbers, they don't lie. So roll the damn dice, roll the damn dice, roll the damn dice, roll the damn dice. Our handbooks will guide us as the damn stand watching on. The odds are against us, but we've known that all along. We've all got a role to play. We've all got a role to make. Dungeons and Magi, it's time for us to do or die. The numbers, they don't lie. So roll the damn dice, roll the damn dice, roll the damn dice, roll the damn dice.
All right. So, in preparation for tonight, I did some high and low looking and went to a few bookstores that are around here and came back one day as we all gathered around tonight around our tables. We grabbed our dice, our notebooks, and I had found this really old, dusty looking, leather bound, leather covered book. As we get ready, I cracked open the book and opened up in the first page. Began to read of how this adventure takes place in a far off land. And as I began speaking these words, Caleb, you're the kind of the first one to notice this, but you kind of see like some of the dust. You're not sure if it was just me kind of just open up the book and it kind of rises up from the book, but you began to see that the dust kind of like sat in the air for a second before it began to like swirl. And as it swirls, your vision begins to black. Aaron, you're sitting, right around next to him, and you kind of see Caleb kind of flinch back a little bit, and you reach out to ask, hey, what's going on? You'll feel, and then your vision begins to darken. Ben, you see Caleb kind of sit back a little weird. You see Aaron kind of reach out for him, and you're kind of wondering, I hope everything's okay. But then your vision blacks. You don't see your computer. You don't see Pam. You don't see anybody. Elliot, you see Caleb. You see Aaron. You see Ben. You see kind of everybody kind of all of a sudden just like look like they're about to say something. And then as soon as you be ready to say something, your vision darkens. Chris, you notice again, kind of around the same time, everybody's trying to say something like what's going on, what's happening, and all of a sudden your vision goes dark. Okay. Chris, even though your vision was the last to go dark, the first thing you see is moonlight, which is strange because sun is still creeping in through, at least for most of us, sun is still creeping in through our windows. But you see moonlight, like a full moon is out, and it's peering into this mouth, and you realize, you look down, and you see rocks. You see, you're seeing rocks. You're seeing a cave. You take a small step forward, and you hit a shoulder, or you hit something, and you realize you just kind of accidentally had kicked Caleb in the shoulder.
Oh, fuck.
Still alive?
Yeah.
Caleb, you realize you are laying on your back, minus the part where Chris's foot is underneath your shoulder there. But yeah, you're waking up on solid rock, and the only light you can see is moonlight coming in through this opening of this cave. And you kind of, you stretch your neck, and then you're looking at it upside down, but you see a hand that had been reaching out is now like laying, like kind of propped, laying down on the ground. And you kind of flip over and you realize that's your dad, Aaron, like he had been trying to reach out for you.
And I smack him in the face to wake him up.
Ow! Really, dude? Really? What the fuck?
Aaron, you get slapped. I mean, it's not like a gentle, like, hey, wake up. It is a full-on smack. And you're kind of sitting there, kind of rubbing your cheeks. And like the other two, you're standing in a cave. Moonlight's kind of coming in. But from your angle on the side of the moonlight, you catch a glance and you see a small figure seem to be kind of holding their head. And you kind of peer over and you realize, is that Elliot? Sitting over there rubbing their head? Like they've got a massive headache or something.
Hey, Elliot, you all right? What's up? What's going on?
My head hurts.
Why is your head hurt?
I don't know.
It must be something with this atmosphere because my freaking face is hurt.
Yeah, maybe. I can't see shit.
Elliot, as you rub the kind of like you managed to just kind of rub your headache away, but as like you literally say, I can't see anything. You see the moonlight coming in at like the far like reaches of the cave, like the moonlight coming in through the cave. You see Ben, like as comfortable as he could be, taking a nap in the middle of the cavern floor, like he's super comfortable.
All right. I'm gonna walk over to him and kick him.
What the fuck?
Get the fuck up.
What? Ellie, what the fuck, man?
Get the fuck up.
Get
Where
the
are
fuck
we?
up.
Where are we?
Where are we? We're in Caleb's house. What?
Does this look like Caleb's house?
I mean, his choice of interior decoration isn't mine, but I mean, wait a minute. Wasn't it daytime? God damn it.
Yeah, pretty sure it was.
Oh. I get up and I'm just kind of cracking
Caleb,
my
what'd you
neck.
slip us yesterday?
Yeah,
Jesus,
what were we drinking?
at least buy me dinner if you're gonna roofie me, dude.
Well, now that we have a basement, I got extra rope, so nobody leaves.
Then, as you look, and yeah, you notice that the moonlight shining into the cavern or shining into the cave, you notice that the moonlight is beginning to fade from the mouth of the the cave, and you take that to know that the moon is actually going up further into the sky. Like it is just like the night for maybe a couple of hours, but the moon is reaching almost.
I'm at the mouth of the cave, right? So can I look around beside the moon and see like an idea where we're at?
Sure, you don't. You walk to the entrance.
Huh. Where the hell? Oh, technical difficulties, everybody. There's our GM.
Sorry about that. You walk to the entrance of the cave and you see a. It takes a second because you're in the dark cave and you step out and you look. This cave has got stone steps winding up to the mouth of.
The
Is
hell?
that's a town, like an old town, just sitting out in the middle of. I mean, like it's reaching the nighttime crowd, but I mean, there's.
Sorry, guys.
Hello.
Yeah, we're here.
All right. All right.
Hello?
Roll
Okay.
20, man. Roll 20.
What the heck? I'm sorry about that, folks. Roll 20 has decided to have a psychotic episode.
So, yeah,
My
sorry.
goodness, what was that?
I
The
have
moonlight.
No idea.
Moonlight.
There's the moonlight.
Technical difficulties.
From now on, folks, if we
Jeez.
blame it, if there's any technical difficulties, we are blaming the moonlight.
Yes.
Yes.
There.
Okay,
So-
we should be good now. Sorry, everybody.
right. No, you're good. You see a town, and you see what appears to be a small line of people getting in, like going into the town. I mean, the entrance to the town is probably, I don't know, about 100 feet down, like up in a lower down position from where you guys are standing at.
Alright, guys. We're not alone here. And I'm kind of like, just kind of like beckoning everybody to get the fuck over here.
GM, I want to look down at myself too. Am I wearing like our hoodies and all of that, or do we look different?
Nope, you are wearing exactly what you guys are wearing currently right now. Whatever you guys have on, you guys are wearing now. Whatever you have in your pockets is what's in your inventory.
I look good. Not gonna lie. You look good.
I'm pretty sure you're lying, but
Hey. Don't hate.
I'm just wearing a lot of green.
God, why did we have to wear our hoodies?
I'm buying my hoodie.
I'm sorry. GM, I mean, looking around, can I see what the environment looks like? Everything. I'm trying to get an idea of the lay of the land.
You're standing on top of a set of stone steps that are about 75 feet above a small town. You can see guards letting people in and out of, a rather appears to be rather rustling and bustling town.
Okay. Do they don't? I kind of like, again, I kind of crouch down because I don't want them to see me just yet. I'm like, guys, Get over here. There's some. We're not alone. Something weird's going on out here.
Okay, fine, Mr. Stealth Guy.
No, stop your sass, Elliot.
I'm
Why
gonna
would you
drop
ever
down.
think we were alone?
Where the fuck are we?
I don't know. There's a town down here. There's a bunch of people that I don't recognize. All I can say is we are not in Kentucky anymore.
Ben, why is it every time something happens, you're involved? Why is that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Usually I have no idea what the fuck is going on because no one tells me what's going on.
I mean, I'm noticing.
That's
a pattern here.
it's because that's what you get for being second on the totem pole.
Bunny, bunny. Oh, shit.
Listen,
I mutter to myself so he can't hear me. Son of a bitch. Fucker.
what was that?
Nothing. I said nothing.
There's going to be a new COO spot opening up soon if anybody's interested.
Sure.
Anyways, well, let's go see what's down there, but everyone be on your guard.
So we leave Ben behind.
Caleb.
Yeah,
Quick question. You carrying?
Not normally on D&D.
Okay.
I got my knife.
Yeah, you guys, as you guys kind of notice around, you guys are wearing, yeah, like I gave to Caleb, you guys are wearing your exact clothes that you guys are wearing for D&D. What you guys are wearing and what you guys have on your person is like your clothes and inventory.
Guys, I'm not wearing shoes.
Me either.
Yeah, mine.
Am I the only one that's fully prepared?
I am
I'm
in my pajama pants.
I am in
Right?
shorts, a hoodie.
I am wearing my. I am currently wearing my Star Wars pajama pants.
Since
So do I get to look at my watch? Does my watch work and tell me the time?
Yep.
I
Tells-
am
it
wearing
tells
a
the time, but it will tell you the time, but it's kind of glitching in and out, like, and you get the sense that while time probably works on the same 24-hour period as our time works, it's like the magnetic pulls or whatever that causes it to tell time is kind of telling it to be fritzy. So it's like you can see it for like a second, but then it's like and it kind of fizzes out. So
Okay. So do we go approach that gate of that town?
Take that or sit in a cave for the rest of our lives.
yeah. I'll go ahead and lead the way, being the fearless leader I am.
I roll my eyes and follow right behind him.
I'll be
says
second
the
to
one
last so that nobody can get in front of me or behind me.
wearing shorts and no shoes. Yeah, this isn't gonna go well.
I'm sorry. I like to play D&D comfortably.
Yeah.
I
I'm
did
I don't
not-
tell
sit
you
there
guys
and-
think about dressing up. I did warn you guys a few weeks back.
Luckily, I have some money on me, so maybe we can find a place to buy some stuff here.
I got my wallet. Do you think they accept credit card?
Have we left the cave yet? Like, are we like right outside?
I would assume we're moving down now.
What does it look like? Like, is it just like plains, mountains?
Yeah, the town sits in kind of like in a foresty type area. The area around the town is been cleared due to like, yeah, people just
Mm-hmm.
the town slowly expanding, but like also you get the sense that like it sits on the border of a very large wood.
Okay. Is the architecture recognizable, or is it just
No.
weird for me?
No.
Oh, it must be Canada.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's not.
Why
This
did
looks
we go
better.
so far
This
north,
looks
though?
better than Canada. Not hard to do, but guys, I do have nuts.
Uh.
I got nuts too.
Oh. Okay.
Those nuts. Those nuts.
Yeah, I kind of have a lot of them,
I got
and
this thing
and
where-
I will like pull out.
Okay, so you guys like Caleb pulls out a whole carton of peanuts.
Okay. I'm gonna
So-
save that for when I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I got beverages.
Yeah.
I
Do we take the stuff that's like around us too?
So you get the sense that everything within arm's reach of you,
Ooh.
Okay.
besides your computer, laptop, but like food, drink, magically has been teleported
Okay.
with you.
So
But
my
like,
I
my
have 3 empty cups.
my dice is with me.
yes, you have your dice with you.
Oh, that's perfect. So I have plenty
Oh my god.
of dice for everybody. And that's not even all my dice, but
So, are you guys
I got
still up at the
deodorant.
cave? Have you guys made your way down to the town?
oh, I'm making my way down.
Yeah,
Make it
we're
weird.
following him.
yeah, I'm making my way down, following behind.
Okay,
him.
so Caleb, Ben, who's
And
after
then I'll
Ben?
go.
Oh, I'm gonna go.
Chris. Okay.
And then I'll
then-
go after him.
Okay, and then Aaron bringing up the rear.
Yeah.
Okay.
As always.
Bringing up the
Caleb,
Somebody's got to watch your back.
Remember in the never mind.
Caleb, you get down. Caleb, you get down to the edge, and you see people going into the town. You see the guards like look up. You see the people hand out like a slip of paper, and the guards look, "Run on in." And he kind of waves you guys up. All right, I need to see your venturing or your merchant pass or 2 copper pieces to get inside the town.
So GM, I have a notebook with me. Would I have been able to see what was on the paper of the people in front of us?
No.
Okay.
No, the way he kind of held it out was kind of up in front of him at an angle. So unless you were like hounding out towards the guard, so unless you were up in front of them, looking back behind, you will not be able to see
Okay.
what is on the merchant paper.
I would like to try and make a merchant pass for us.
Okay.
Dungeons and Magi, all of that, like
Okay.
full merchant pass.
I assume you guys are a legitimate business and all.
Of course.
yeah.
Do you not see our logos right here?
I see
Yes,
the logos.
yes, right here.
I see the 3 of you guys are wearing odd clothing, and you get the sense like this guy is wearing like full set of armor, carrying a spear and a shield and the shield has got like it's like a full it's like a half tower shield with like a big old gold star in the middle of it. All right,
Well,
listen, I know you guys are a legitimate business. You guys appear to be, you guys, but unfortunately, without the pass, I'm gonna have to turn you over to my captain. That way, he can get you guys all sorted out. Captain, and you see Captain roll up a gruff but very a gruff-looking but very strong-looking type man. He kind of looks at you guys, kind of eyes you up and down, and all right, 5 of you, come over to my tent. We'll get this sorted out. He leads you over, and leads you over to a side tent that you realize that, like, his tent is positioned up to where you can go through his tent, and he can lead you straight into the town. But you're gonna have to, like, go through him first. Like, he can let you in and out, but... And as you guys walk over, if you guys walk over to the tent, you can see that he sits behind a very large brown desk with, yeah, sure enough, like a door on the other side. And he's got an assortment of chairs scattered around.
I go over to a chair and I kind of cautiously sit down, kind of like, okay.
I'm gonna stay standing behind Ben.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Place my hand on your shoulder.
Hey, I kind of like what the hell, man?
I'm gonna look at the captain like, Captain. I didn't get your name.
Captor Hamersham. Listen. We have a very busy night. Weekends. It's gonna be a rowdier night because people are coming back from adventuring, and merchants are coming in to sell their wares. So, the captain of the guard said that you guys are part of a merchant called Dungeons and Magi. I mean, 3 of you are wearing odd clothing. Is this like a promotional
This
thing?
this is actually what we sell. We're trying to make adventuring clothing a little more comfortable. And what's amazing is, especially for those roguish types, is they have a built-in hood. And I'll pull the hood up.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we also have been known to go to taverns and tell elaborate tales of far off lands and grand adventures and things like that.
I am a great storyteller, if I do say so myself.
He's okay. No, he's great. He's actually he's the heart and soul of our storytelling.
So, you guys are a traveling band of bards, storytellers, and like mercantile?
Basically.
You could
Yes.
say that, yeah.
Well, I make stuff. I make like custom stuff.
Oh, that looks like gambler's dice.
Exactly.
Yeah, I make these. Yeah.
Yes. Aaron is very skilled at making gambler's dice.
Yeah.
Okay. And he kind of reaches up and he's sitting behind this desk. He pulls out, and he begins he pulls out, and it's old-looking parchment, and he just writes. He's like, "All right, guys, here's the deal. You guys don't seem to be causing any. You guys don't seem to be rowdy or look like you causing me any sort of trouble. So I'm gonna issue guys this one day, this one visitor's pass, quote unquote. You guys can use this. You guys can feel free to roam the town, but if you guys leave this town, your pass will expire, and you guys will have to, in order for you to get in, you guys must either pay the fee of 2 copper, or you must come and see me again, and then upon which I will make you pay 3 copper because you're going to be wasting my time at this point. If you guys wish to have official merchant passes, you guys can see the Merchant Guild here in town. They would love for you guys to get signed up. They can issue you guys free merchant passes. This will allow you to go in and out of the town. All you have to do is make sure you keep those papers on you, so that way you guys don't have to pay the tax.
So, a question is, we're from way out of town. And
North or south?
North.
And you got maybe that's why you guys are wearing except for those two, not wearing long sleeves.
I think the exchange rate is different. Is there a place that we can exchange our currency for your currency?
You guys must be from way out of town, because everybody goes here, uses, and he kind of reaches in, he reaches back into his coin pouch that he keeps in front of him, and he holds out 3 coins, 3 different types of coins: copper, silver, and gold. They're roundish in shape. They're not perfectly circled, and each one looks vastly different. The copper is small, probably not much bigger than a $50 of one of our $50. Silver, the silver pieces are about roughly the size of a small dinner plate, and the gold pieces are like roughly around, or like I guess to say the silver pieces are roughly the size of like a teacup, and like or teacup saucer, and then like the gold pieces are not much bigger than that.
I go into my wallet and I pull out my debit card. This is what I use.
I pull up
And we
my.
don't hand them out. We tap them.
I'm not sure where you guys are gonna get far with those. And he reaches out and may I? Oh,
Yeah,
I promise
here.
I'll give it.
Here.
And he reaches out and he kind of touches, he kind of feels the card and he looks at it and he hands it back to you and goes, I'm not sure what you're gonna be using much for the emergency door unlocking tools, but I mean, if you sell those cards, you might get, I don't know,
Wait,
4
those
copper
things unlock
pieces.
doors?
GM, can I get a closer look at the 3 coins?
I mean, he's kind of sitting there holding them. Yeah, you get a close look. They have the stamp of a member of the current royal family. So there is a daughter on the copper, a queen-looking one on the silver, and then a picture of a king on the gold one. And this is the currency that we use. I don't know what currency you guys have, but you guys, I mean, this is what we use. I guess you could try the Merchants Guild. A lot of merchants travel far and wide. Maybe they have come across some currency that maybe you can exchange or barter with.
Of course.
Where are we?
You guys don't know?
I mean,
It's been a long trip.
Yes, I'm. Some of us aren't wearing shoes.
We're a
I'm
little.
not wearing shoes.
Listen, we're a little wagon lagged. So.
Okay. You guys are in Elmira. You guys have come. This is a bustling town. You know, you guys. It's the most common trade route between here and the capital. I mean, it's 4 days straight to the capital, but it's about that much longer to the south to the nearest big town. So it's you know, we're kind of like the central hub. So you might talk to merchants to see if they've been anywhere near here, as far as that goes. If you guys strike out with the Merchants Guild, you guys can also look at the Adventurers Guilds. We have a lot of different adventuring guilds around here. If merchantism is not going to not suiting your needs, you guys can check out the numerous guild halls we have in here, and you guys can check and pick and choose whatever kind of adventurer you guys want to be. So if that's something, you guys can get your own adventuring. You guys will get issued adventurer passes that allow you to come and go from the town as you please. Also, being adventurers, you guys will also have access to tavern and their boards, and that allows you to go on missions that allow you to get in some money. That's one way. If you're not a merchant, you are an adventurer going out making money your own way.
Okay. Can you direct us to where the Merchant Guild or the Adventurers Guild is?
Sure. And he like takes the 3 coins that he's got holding on in his 2 hands, and like the coins magically disappear. They just he goes to his desk and he pulls his hands out like he's opening like rolling out something, except nothing's on the desk, and he just and this map appears. All right, you guys are here at the front gate. You guys are gonna go straight back through here with your passes. You guys are gonna go probably, I don't know, a couple 100 feet down. You guys are gonna see a tavern off on the right. You guys are going to see a few inns along the way. The merchant hall is at the will be further down about, I don't know, a couple 100 yards, and it'll be off on the left. And then the adventuring hall, you can't miss it. Same thing with the merchant hall. It's going to be down and off on the right. The merchant hall and the adventurer hall sit right across from each other. The biggest buildings in this place, you can't miss it.
Awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay, and he points to you, Caleb. Name?
Caleb.
And he writes down, Caleb, and he hands you down, and you look and you grab your merchant, and you realize that he wrote Caleb Merchant Dungeons and Magi, and he's got a seal on there, which and it says like 1 day or 1 free pass into town written on it. And he points to Chris. Name?
Chris?
And hands you your pass. Same thing. Chris, Dungeons and Magi Merchant, 1 day pass with this, or 1 visit pass with the stamp on it. Points to you, Elliot. Your name?
Elliot.
Hand you your pass, and there's your pass. Same thing. Points, your name, Merchant, Dungeons and Magi, stamp, 1 day pass. Your name? Points to Ben.
Ben or Benjamin. I don't know.
It's Benjamin.
I'm not in trouble, am I?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
I always seem to be in trouble when I hear my full name.
All right, and you look and you grab, and it's written like Benjamin with Dungeons and Magi and like a stamp.
There seems.
It's fine. It's fine.
No, it's not.
It's fine. Just
And he
relax.
points to Aaron. He points to you, Aaron. Your name?
Aaron.
Okay. Hand you your pass. It's exactly the same, and it's the same as the others. And he stands up and he goes, "All right." And he claps his hands together, and as he does, the desk like collapses up and allowing you to pass. Feel free to enter the town. And guys, if you guys cause trouble,
We're just gonna ignore the fact that the desk just disappeared.
Yeah, a map appeared a minute ago. You just catching on?
You saw that
Benjamin.
too? Shut up, Caleb. You know my damn name.
Benjamin. It's magic.
Oh, so this is normal for you? Yeah. Okay.
You do.
you guys feel free to have fun, sell your wares, tell grand stories, but guys, don't cause trouble. Otherwise, getting kicked out, it's gonna be a lot harder to get back in.
Ben, he's talking about you.
I don't cause trouble.
How many LORs have you gotten?
Don't worry about it.
I have no idea what LORs are, but
Don't worry about it.
It's something
Don't worry
from our.
about it.
It's something from our land.
okay. Well, guys, I'd love for you guys to stay in chat, but I do have other duties.
Of course.
He said duty.
We'll be on our way.
I just kind of.
Guys, please don't make me regret my decision to let you guys in.
And I'm just gonna walk away.
I'm
So
falling
Caleb's
behind.
through,
Yeah, I'll
Ben's
follow.
through,
I'm
Elliot's
going.
through, Chris is through.
I'm going through.
through.
You said duty.
And out. On my way through, I'm gonna throw a bag of nuts back behind me.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to move out of the way.
I'm gonna try to catch it.
Okay, Chris, make a reflex save.
10.
You just see you didn't get you like kind of look you kind of step through the tent, and like as you guys pass through that door, you see a bag of nuts flying out, and you're just like you gotta dodge. Who's Ben? You're following right behind Chris. I need a reflex save.
Please fail. I want to hit him in the face with my nuts.
You know, past credit to you hit Ben.
I rolled a 19. I rolled a 19.
Damn it.
Okay,
That's
so
me.
as Chris literally steps through bed, you open up the tent flap and you see why Chris just like casually like dodged, and you're like, "What?" And as you step off to your left, Elliot is going through. Elliot,
Alright.
Somebody's getting hit in the face with my nuts.
what's that?
I got a dirty 20.
Oh.
You see You see this bag of nuts flying towards you. You see the two guys ahead of you step off to the side. You're like, what? And Aaron, you're stepping through. I need a reflex save.
I want to catch him.
Okay, I need a reflex save.
18.
Oh my
You
god.
see as this bag of nuts flies through the air, you see the three people ahead of you just like, and they just plop like
He
straight in your
threw those
hand.
nuts
Like
with
I
the
even
power
will
of
say,
God.
like it landed perfectly in your hands to where you can see that it's like the brand name, what's inside, like just perfectly in your hands. Like you didn't have to like move it, do or anything.
Appreciate that. I'll save these for later.
Okay. So the town is yours to see. As you guys step through, it is nighttime. You see a few merchants are packing up their wares for the day. It is closing time for them. But you see like the tavern is just bustling with people. You see a group of humans like you see like young, you see a few human males, young, probably like early 20s, just walk in. One of them's kind of bigger, taller, short brown hair or short black hair. One's got brown curly hair. One's wearing like white robes with short brown hair, and one of them's wearing like brown leather armor with a scarf wrapped around, short brown hair. They go in, they grab a drink, and they kind of sit down, and they're just having a drink in the tavern. The inn is directly right across the road. You see a few people stumble in. You get the sense that they probably had a few too many drinks and they're probably just looking for a bed to crash on for the night. Not a very big establishment, but you can venture that they probably have about 20 to 30 rooms. And then further down you can see the merchant hall and the adventurers guild, and you see people constantly going in and out of those buildings, and you get the sense that those halls are open 24 hours.
I'm gonna look at everybody, guys. Come here and kind of gather everybody up close. Listen, I have an idea. Obviously, we're sticking out like sore thumbs here.
Especially bad.
Let's. Why don't we convince people? I mean, we're here as merchants. Why don't we convince people to trade their armors for our state-of-the-art modern armor?
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Okay. I should just point out we got to be very convincing because these are just essentially clothes.
Yes, but they don't know that. They've never seen these. They don't know what hoodies are.
Could be magical.
We can listen. Am I not the storyteller?
Whatever we do, can we please just make sure I have shoes?
These people
Please.
are magic. I feel like they're gonna know if we lie to them. I don't know if that's a good idea.
We could say it's a different magic.
Hey, GM. So in my everyday life, I am known to dabble in magic, in a different type of magic than what is in D&D, but dabble in magic. Do I feel the sense that I have any type of magic in me?
Oh, you're not the only one that does that.
Exactly.
You get the sense, and like, I mean, all of you feel like a small pool. Like, it's kind of hard to describe, but it's like kind of a warm, buzzy feeling on like in like your kind of your body. You don't know what it is, but it's buzzing there, but you don't know how to unlock it or how to like, yeah, to unleash it, quote unquote. But it's a very kind of a smallish pool, probably sits right around like in your chest area.
Okay. Man, last time I felt like never mind. So a blue pill did this last time. So I'm just, guys, just follow my lead. And I want to try and find somebody that has like some type of splint mail.
Sure. You happen to catch somebody packing up. You hear a cling, clang, clang, clang.
It's about
clang,
my
as
size.
somebody's like, somebody cleaning up their armor wares for the day. and you get the sense it's a kind of an older woman, probably up there in age,
Easy.
but she's packing away her armor and she's kind of packing away her wares for the day.
Oh, I'll be just like the federal government. I'm gonna lie to this lady, and I'm gonna go up to her and I want to. Am I like coming towards like her back?
You're coming at her left side.
Okay, so I'm gonna come up and kind of like gently touch her shoulder while I kind of lean in so she can see me. And hey,
and you feel like this like hand kind of reached out. I'm sorry.
I apologize. I didn't mean to frighten you. I saw that you have a weathered looking armor here.
Weathered looking armor.
I apologize. Let me start. My name is Caleb. I am the founder of this company, Dungeons and Magi. We make very amazing magical armor that is unlike anything you've ever seen. And we are trying to expand our brand out to the rest of the world, and we're trying to find adventurers like you that could promote our product and test our product and tell us exactly how well it works and kind of give us a nod of approval after a few adventures.
I'm rolling for this.
I'm staring at Caleb.
What do you want me to roll?
No, I was rolling.
Oh.
I was rolling. Listen, my adventuring days are behind me. I'm pretty much carrying, armor that I carried from the main store. I mean, I do have wares for exchange if you're willing to trade me this magical armor. I've got some wares, but honestly, I think you might be better off. Well, this is armor that you can also get from the Adventurers Guild. So
listen. Well, how about this? So are you a merchant yourself?
I am.
Okay. So how about this? How about do you? How much armor do you have? Enough for a party of normal size, you would say?
What kind of armor are you looking for?
Just mix, maybe some leather, some split mail. Nothing too extravagant. But here's my offer: is we go ahead and we outsource our business, and we will give you this amazing merchandise that we are currently using, and you can buy it from us at a lower cost in bulk, and then you can resell it at a higher cost.
And she like brings out this trunk, and she's like, and you watch as she claps her hands, swooshes out to the side, and you see she's got like, you said leather and splint or leather and she's like clapping her hands and like cracking them, and you watch as like the drawers are like kind of funneling out, and she listen, you have one of these magical shirts with you?
Of course. And I'll motion to Aaron to kind of tuck back behind everybody and take his hoodie off.
I said, always gotta be me. I'll start taking my hoodie off.
And she takes it. She takes it, or she holds out her hand like she wants to see it.
I'll hand it over.
She like examines it, and all of a sudden, like as she's examining it, you notice like in her hand she's got like measuring, like she's like measuring like the size of it. But you like at no point did you see her like reach down or grab something. She just
And while she's doing this, and I'll tell her, and I'll kind of look around, so very obviously look around so she can see that I'm trying to keep a secret, and I will just let you know that the way we have designed this is that so it is undetectable by magic means. It means that it is magical, but anybody that tries to sense magic while you are wearing this will not be able to sense you.
Caleb, make me a perception check as you're leaning
Perception?
over. Perception.
Okay.
Oh crap.
That is a 7.
7. You, as you're whispering over to her, you look down and you see the sleeve of a green, like a kind of a darker green, almost looking jacket. Like it almost looks like the exact same material as the hoodie that she is currently examining, tucked out in one of the drawers, just like kind of flopped out. And she kind of looks at it and she
Can I get the sense that she's maybe mimicking our design? Like while she's measuring this, it's being made inside this chest.
No. This
Okay.
chest that she's got laying out like this, like
This bitch is stealing our design.
No, she. What looks like
Kill her!
What looks like to be is
With
that
what?
this hoodie or that this sleeve that is laying out of the trunk. This is like aware that she was packing up and probably didn't get shut all the way like into her drawer. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Just kind of
It
slung
just
in there.
straight up looks like a hoodie, like one of our.
It looks like like from Caleb's point of view, it looks like a jacket hoodie sleeve. Like him just looking down, looking at it. And she.
Hey, GM. So you know how you said that we brought everything that's within arm's reach of us?
Sure.
So there is this really cool deck thing that I have in my pocket
Okay.
that I'm just gonna let you know I'll be holding that for a later date.
Okay. So she examines it and she goes, I have to do some research if an exchange could be made for, a simple one of these. Let's see, there's oh, you poor dears. Oh no, and this won't do. And she takes the hoodie, she throws it up in the air, and as it's coming down, it and it's sitting there floating as she reaches down and she's kind of pillaging through her trunk, and she goes, she pulls out, she goes, I mean, if you really want this, and she hands out, hands out everybody she's got, and she throws and she throws out on kind of floating in there, and just eyeballing you guys just once. She has picked out what appears to be just simple leather armor for all of you guys, but it's only the leather piece, and it's kind of like the old-fashioned gladiator style type cuirass of just the leather cuirass and some trousers, but that's about it. She goes, this hoodie is, or this armor that you are proposing, I didn't sense anything magical about it, but
That's the point.
But if it is as simple as you say, I'd be willing to trade this jacket for these 5 leather armor sets.
You wouldn't by chance have any boots in there, would you?
Yeah.
So I could use some boots.
That comes with the outfit. Oh, did that not come? Harry! And you see a head pop out, and then like duck back in, and it's like this kind of an older looking gentleman, probably her husband, and you realize that like this trunk is bigger than it actually is, and so like the husband's probably getting everything sorted down there while she's like grabbing stuff, and it comes with a pair of boots.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, thanks. It might be really hard.
I kind of lean over to Elliot. Elliot, are you seriously freaking out by all these floating objects and everything like I am?
Look, I am so glad that this shit works. I've always wanted to do this shit. Are you saying you've never wanted to do that shit? It exists here, so.
It just, I don't know. It's just a lot to take in right now. But
Look,
I'm
as long
gonna
as we
roll
can
with it.
figure
I'm gonna
out, we
roll
have
with it.
nothing to worry about, as long as we can do it too.
So
Ben,
Caleb,
have faith.
Yes.
do we have a deal?
Yeah.
She shakes on it, and all of a sudden you feel like as she holds out her hand for you to shake. The deal isn't concluded until you shake my hand. That's how we do things here. Surely you know this being a merchant.
I'll shake her hand.
As you shake her hand, you feel a whoosh, and you notice that like the hoodie or the jacket, Aaron's jacket, gets rolled up, and the leather armor just gets onto your person, like
Iron Man style.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Oh,
All right, that's pretty cool.
And if you guys don't mind, I'm ready to wrap up for the day.
All right,
And,
I say we go to the adventurers.
Yeah, we're gonna probably
what-
need
just
something to defend ourselves with all
one
this
more
new
thing.
duds.
Do you know anybody that sells weapons by any chance?
He's closed down for the day. He closes up early on the last few days.
Can you point us to where he is so we know for in the morning?
He always picks that spot right by the tree. That young bloke, and she points off to a spot by the tree, and it's like you get the sense that like in the daytime, like the sun blocks the tree blocks any direct sunlight, like at all times. For once, I just would really like for us to get that. I really just want us to get that spot. But
I could help you with that.
Really, how?
Yeah, if you tell us where he stays, where he keeps his merchandise, we can, or where he possibly would keep his merchandise, we can make it to where he has a delay coming out for getting his merchandise, and you could beat him to that spot.
I don't know. I don't even know where he lives. He just appears. He just appears. Just always happens to get here before us.
Why don't you make some portable signs?
What are signs?
Like a little wood piece that has your store name on it?
I mean, why would I have portable signs? Just like,
To point to your stand.
But people know me.
No,
I'm
everybody
Rosie the
knows
Armorer.
you.
I'm Rosie the Armorer. Everybody knows Rosie the Armorer.
Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter where your stand is then, if everybody knows you.
Everybody just kind of knows me. I just, we're just getting up there in age, and
Yeah.
that jerkwad always manages to get that tree first. So, but guys, unless you guys have some other wares to sell, I mean, it is.
Of course, we'll let you retire for the night. Thank you so much.
Harry! And he watches like this man rolls out of the trunk and picks it up.
By chance, does this old lady wear like a bandana around her arm?
No,
Okay.
a blue bandana across her head.
Okay, so she is Rosie the Riveter.
And they kind of saunter off, heading back towards what you assume further into town.
Okay.
So we're just magic. I guess it exists. Good to know.
I mean, I'm
Well,
pagan, so
I'm glad
magic's
to
not.
I'm glad to
unusual.
know.
Yeah, but this kind is a little different. I've never seen it actually done.
I'm glad to know my way with words works here. Hopefully
Yes,
she
I appreciate
bought
the
that.
boot.
Okay, Aaron, just a reminder, you are not currently have a hoodie. So,
Right,
I mean,
but I got on.
yeah.
So remember,
I still got my hoodie.
So,
I think we should go to the Adventuring Guild because if we're gonna do anything, you
What-
need money first.
would we know if the Adventuring Guild is open?
Yes. Yes.
we were told that was open 24/7.
Okay, so
The Adventuring and the Merchant Guild appears to be 24/7.
okay, so yeah,
No,
let's go ahead and go to the Adventuring Guild.
Yeah, Aaron, what I just meant was as far as just remembering that like your jacket is not part of your inventory is what
Yeah.
I was. So you guys make your way over to the Adventuring Hall, and you guys see
Please
a
don't.
gigantic, massive
Because our viewers.
building. Like probably easily, just looking up, you can't even see the roof. Like you can't even see the roof of it. You see numerous windows appearing out of this building. You guys walk in, you see different doors with like different symbols on them. And you get the sense that like you were to walk through these doors and it's a specific guild, like a specific group within these halls.
So with my dungeon master knowledge,
Sure.
are these symbols familiar to me?
Roll me a. Actually, I'm just gonna say no.
Ooh.
I approach a GM. I would like to approach the door and try and like open, knock, kind of like hello.
Just
Kinda
any random door?
Well,
They all
to
have
the Adventurers
symbols.
Guild.
They all have symbols on them. We're inside
Yeah.
the Adventurers Guild.
What
guys
did
are
you
in-
say? What do the symbols look like? Like, are they just runes,
I will
or
say
is
if you
it
guys want to roll
visible?
perception, like Caleb, if you want to roll a perception check to see what the symbols on the doors mean,
Yes.
Elliot, if you want to do the same thing, you guys can
Yeah.
do that. But
That's
as far
a-
as
What
like
kind of check?
That's a 9.
okay,
I would like to roll.
perception, just something to like you guys are looking. Caleb, while you do not recognize these symbols, it's not hard to kind of venture, like.
What's instead of perception? I don't see it. Oh wait, no, I see it.
I
It's
have
up
a
there.
15
Nat 20.
GM.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
There we go.
Okay, Aaron. So, Elliot, I would say you first. You kind of notice that the symbols on the doors represent the different classes that associate with each door.
Mhm.
You get this like while you don't like based on what you know of like your typical role-playing lore, while it won't, these symbols aren't the same. You are able to discern that each one of them is relating to a specific class, and by like looking at the colors and like the symbols on the door, you can kind of venture a guess which class it is. Aaron, it takes you a few minutes, but you kind of see the same thing Elliot sees, and Caleb, with your lore, I will say, again, yeah, while it's not the same as what you know from D&D or Pathfinder or whatever, that while they're not specific to those types of role-playing games, these are evident of different classes that one could take.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Okay.
do I see a symbol that is now this symbol alternates, but do I see something that's got like swords and magic, like swords and fire, something like that?
You look around and you look up and to the left, like just up the top of the staircase, you see a door, a dark red burgundy door with black symbols on it, of a giant circle with a palm outstretched, and you can see like magic, like not coming out of the door, but like flowing through it, like a mirage almost, and a great axe swinging it in the background.
I'm gonna go to that door.
Okay.
And open it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Ben.
I was gonna say, do I see? I rolled a perception. I rolled a 19. Do I see anything that's like that I would recognize? Something like from like the real world, like anything?
You look around and you can kind of see up and to your right, up a couple of flights of stairs. You see a crossbow. Like the magic mirage of like the hand outstretched. You see one that's just like a crossbow or bow and arrow, just like almost seems to like shooting out arrows, just like you get the sense that this is like a place where somebody specialized in archery or like looking to get into arms would go.
I'm just looking around. I kind of say offhand, like, I guess they don't have guns around here or anything. So I just kind of go up to the door with the crossbow, and I just kind of enter through it.
Okay. Chris, Elliot, or Aaron, what about you guys?
I want to look for one that like is some kind of magic, but I just want to go to the one that calls to me.
Okay. You take a second, and literally on the bottom base floor, you see a door that is pink and purpley in color. It seems to kind of like the mirage in this door is kind of more like how the colors change.
Mm.
And the symbol on the door appears to be a wand or a staff inside a square with black or purpley smoke coming out of the staff, like billowing out towards somebody.
I'm gonna go through that one.
Okay. Aaron or Chris?
I'm just gonna go up to one that feels that, as pagan, I would go to one off of faith. Feels what best calls to me.
Okay. You look around and you see like a door that is up a couple flights, but you see one that's like dark green in color with a yellow symbol on it. You see that the circle changes into a square, then turns into a rectangle, as you notice that like as the shape changes, like vines or a like wood almost appears to change the symbol, and you notice that like on the outside of the shape there are a pair of fingers like channeling what appears to be like naturey vibes from this shape.
I'm gonna knock before opening the door and then going in.
Okay. Nobody answers, but when you knock on the door, the door kind of creaks open a little bit, and so you kind of pull open the door and you step inside. Aaron, you take a look around. You're looking around, and you see a silvery door with gold symbols on it. The one that kind of sticks out to you the most appears to be like a figure being smushed underneath a giant warhammer that is emitting like gold and silvery vibes from the door. And you watch as like the mirage effect on this one. It appears to be a word bubble that appears to be fading out, but you guess the last word is win before like it fades. So it's like win, pff, win, pff. Like it's just kind of like constantly like fading out.
Okay, I'll go to that one.
Okay. So Caleb, when you guys step in, or Caleb and then everybody, when you guys step in, you guys step into your respective rooms. You guys see that it's a training hall. You see a front counter, and you get the sense that this is actually not just like a counter, but this is where the guild master sits as you walk into the door. So you guys are greeted by the guild master. But you look around and there's like a training hall respective to your class. Caleb, you are greeted by a tall, long bearded fellow, bald up top, and he holds out his hand to shake it. he goes, "Welcome to the Magnus Hall. Are you interested in joining?" As he holds out his hand for you to shake. Tattoos of vibrant blue and gray round up his arm on both sides, go up through his face, almost like a bear's claw, like kind of tattoos like up over his face and down his back. Wearing like bare chested except for a pair of leather harness and like leather trousers and like a gladiator's belt on his hip.
I'll shake his hand.
And
I
when
I am.
and when you do, you feel that magic, that warm fuzzy feeling that you felt earlier. You feel like a small like chink as it's been unlocked. Like you are officially now a magus, a human magus, part of this magus guild.
Okay.
Ben, when you step through, you see a older man, probably later, like probably 60s.
So your age, Ben.
Funny.
Long kind of gray hair point coming back into a ponytail. His hands and arms show numerous scars. And he looks up at you and he goes, greetings. You wish to join the Armorsmith group, where we specialize in firing ranged weapons at a rapid pace.
Well, yes, of course I am. My name is Ben.
Holds out his hand.
I reach in. I was like, oh, yeah, of course.
And as soon as you shake it, this is like that warm, fuzzy feeling you get. You realize that any magic that you channel will go through your weapons. So, and you are now associated with the Weaponsmith Guild.
Okay. Do you happen to have any? What kind of range weapons do you have?
Well, why don't we find out as he gestures you further into the guild hall?
I follow.
Elliot, when you
Yeah.
walk through, you see a woman probably in her late 40s standing behind the counter, lawn purple and pink hair, lawn purple hair
Ben's
with
age.
black up top, dark purple in the middle, pink down on the tips.
Mm-hmm.
Wearing like dark purple robes and a small purple hood, and kind of like not like a hood, but more like a, I don't know, like a daisy. I don't want to say like a it's like, yeah, like a hood is about the best way I can describe it. But she sees you walk in and kind of looks up and down, and you wish to join my sorcerer's guild?
Yeah.
Reaches her hand out, and lawn, like pink fingernail, like pink and purple fingernails reach across.
I'll shake her hand.
And as you do,
It's the hag.
it's not the hag.
Something.
It's not the hag. You notice two things. You notice two things. One, as you shake her hand, you feel that warm feeling, and you feel kind of like same thing as Caleb, something unlocking. You feel like magic begin to flow through from your tips of your toes all the way out to your fingers. The second thing you notice is a short, purple-haired gal kind of eye you like eye you as soon as you shake her hand, and she, like really kind of like taken aback for a second, and then just kind of wanders off further into the guild hall. And the woman, that's just Shiro. She's just a shy gal. Don't mind her all that much.
She looked scared of me.
She's scared of everything, darling. You just gotta give her a second.
Okay.
And she leads you further into the guild hall. Chris, when you enter yours, you see an older gal, probably 70s, lying in a recliner but made entirely of vines. And she kind of eyes you over and goes to like sit out of like the hammock that she has made, and like she's using the vines to kind of protrude her, push her forward, and she stands in front of you. You wish to learn nature arts?
I kind of came to what called to me, so this is what called to me.
She holds out her hand.
Hi. I
And-
shake her hand.
As soon as you shake it, you see a pair of vines kind of reach out and like kind of firm the handshake. That's just for me, dear. I'm old. But as soon as you make the handshake official, you see a unlock, like that warm magical feeling kind of rush out, like Elliot and Caleb. You feel it go from the tips of your toes all the way up to your fingers. You like feel like nature's like kind of wrath is the best way I could describe it, kind of flow through your body. You can feel like lightning from a thunderstorm. You can feel fire from a wildfire. You can feel like a tsunami wave kind of flow through you. But it takes a second, dearie, to control the nature magic. Why don't you step further in and we can teach you more?
I would follow, more trying to support her.
As she kind of goes around, you realize that the vines are like kind of pushing her forward and like kind of helping her walk a little bit as she leads you further into the guild hall. Aaron, when you walk through, you see a man, probably the youngest of the group, probably 30 years old, sitting behind the counter, but he is so tall and so strong muscled that you wonder if like this guy probably probably works out every single moment that he can. In fact, you notice that like he's sitting there with his war hammer. He's sitting like almost like peering at the door. You wish to join the paladin group?
I do.
Reaches out his hand towards you.
Reach mine out as well.
You shake it and you feel magic, that unlocking feeling, but it's kind of more centered, stays more centered in your chest, very much like Ben. You don't feel it kind of coursing out throughout your body, but you do get the sense that you could channel your magic more into like your strikes. You feel it. You feel the power and like almost like any strike that you can do it almost with like a awesome fury. He says, let's put that fury to use, almost. And he leads you further into the guild. And that, my friends, is where we're going to take a small break. So, tune in, and we'll see what happens. And we are back. So, you guys spend the good portion of the night learning the skills necessary to make yourself adventurers, not like super over buff, like battle hardened adventurers, but you learn enough that you could get into a scuffle and probably make it out. Maybe like get outnumbered right off the bat. When you guys come out, relatively the same-ish time out into the main adventure hall area. You guys are a little bit tired, but due to the fact of like the adrenaline from the previous night's events and you guys learning the different skills that your class has to offer, you guys are you guys get the sense that you guys are a little tired, but when you guys look outside, you see that sun has already began to rise. And the day is yours.
I kind of like I'm pulling out. I kind of carefully pull out. I'm not pointing at anything. My new weapon that I got from the from the Armorsmith Guild, and it's an air. I kind of look at it, it was like, so apparently I'm shit at archery and crossbows, so they kind of gave me
that.
Yeah, well, I've never fired a bow before. What do you want from me? They gave me this, and I kind of like show it, hand off the trigger, and it's like it's an air repeater. It is.
It looks more like a crossbow, but yes, like it looks a little bit more like a crossbow-ish, like kind of like a bow-like shape. But yes, it is an air repeater.
You'll shoot your eye out, Ben. Be careful.
And
it almost looks like the crossbow from Hugh Jackman's Van Helsing.
I kind of smirked to Ben. Yeah, well, I got this, and on my back I pull out a large great axe.
This great axe, like as you pull it out, it's like you realize that like Ben, when you pull out your air repeater and look at it, it's like significant to you in the sense of like it's almost custom made to how it looks to you. Like the handle and the backstock is perfectly set. Caleb, when you pull yours out and put your hands on it, you see like almost Viking symbols like carved into the handle and on the blade face itself, looking directly back at you. And they flow like a red or a dark blue, depending on if you're going to cast spells or just keep the axe in your hand.
Plus, I can do this, and I want to cast Summon Animal.
Okay, when you cast this spell, when you reach out your hand to cast it, you see like this pool of like red blue energy kind of flowing in around you. You say the incantation or the spell. Yes. And when you say the spell components and say the words and you summon your animals, like summon companion, you see coming out from this pool. What's coming out of this pool, Caleb?
You see a small white wolf.
And it pops straight out of this thing, and it's, other than the fact that you guys can see that this is a magical dog, and you guys can see it, but you get the sense that, like, it's not an actual real-life dog. It's magical, but it has no physical, doesn't leave any tracks, like, on the ground, it doesn't pant, it doesn't breathe, it just is there.
Oh, yeah?
And I just looked at Ben, mine's bigger.
Watch this, guys. And I reach down my stomach, and I'm going to cast Inside Ropes.
Okay.
So you see, like, it almost looks like I'm ripping my stomach apart, and I grab my guts and run them onto a tree and start climbing up them.
You watch as when she casts the spell, again, when she casts out the spell, this pool of magic appears in front of her, and you, like, and you begin to climb a nearby tree. Well,
What
my
the
apologies. They.
fuck is wrong with you?
Isn't it fucking cool? And it doesn't hurt. And I let go, and they just go back into my stomach.
Okay then.
Ah,
I'm just kind of holding my weapon there, just stand over here with my nice normal repeating crossbow
Oh, and then
thing.
I also hold out my wand. It's a black crooked wand.
you probably should have led with that because the other thing was cooler.
Yeah. Well, I made a statement.
So,
Mhm.
I'm just holding on to the staff like a walking stick, just chilling.
okay.
Wait, did
I
you say
will
a
say-
walk-in stick?
Yes, his walk-in stick. Yeah.
Okay.
Walking.
Joaquin?
Joaquin Phoenix? It's a Joker stick.
Yes, yes.
The worst kind.
Okay. What are you guys doing? Are you guys hanging out in the Adventurers Hall? Or are you guys going
Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm tired.
I am too. Where can we? Do we have money to stay at an inn?
The guild masters did not give you a pouch of gold or copper or anything. Whatever you guys.
Caleb, I hope that did you get any kind of coin from that nice old lady who gave us these clothes? Because otherwise
No.
we're sleeping in the streets.
But
I think we should do a little mission.
listen here. I worked my magic before. Let's do it again. And I am going to like kind of tug on the hoodie, and I'm going to walk over to wherever the tavern inn is.
Okay. Caleb, make me a perception check as when you walk out and start heading towards the tavern. Roll it with advantage.
With advantage. Okay.
Chris, I need you to do the same.
Okay.
That is. Let's see. The first one I rolled. There. That's a 14.
14.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. Chris, you'll notice this first, but Caleb, you're not far behind. As you approach the tavern, for the first time since you guys have set foot here, you hear the barking of dogs. Just like, somebody like lean their dog and they see somebody or they want to get to know somebody a little bit better. They're barking. You turn around, you turn over to your right, Chris. You notice it first. You see a kind of an older looking dude wearing robes, like kind of a shorter outfit, like a robes of blue and white with brown trouser pants, a patch over his left eye, kind of a short graying beard, but he's holding a dog leash, a black and white Malamute looking dog.
Ooh.
Caleb, when you look over, because you notice it too, you notice that he's also got in his other hand a short-haired, brown and black German Shepherd pup, about a year old, and he's walking them. He's just walking them.
That's my dog.
I give a whistle and say ice.
And
The dog, the white black Malamute turns directly towards you, Chris, and is ecstatic beyond.
I walk out of the Adventurers Guild Hall at
I'll,
this point as well.
I'll whistle and here, come.
And you watch as the dog comes straightly over to you, Kate.
Why? I hold ice and going.
I'm going
Why?
to touch and make sure the dog's real.
The dog is real. He's actually jumped up on you and start licking you in the face, greeting you like you come home from a long trip.
I look over. I'm walking out of the Adventures Guild hall. I see. I'm like, oh hey, look, Tier's there, and I walk over to Caleb. I was like, hey,
He might step on your foot again.
I, that's okay. That's okay.
He stomped the shit out of Ben's foot.
Yeah, he did. He did. He was a happy, excitable puppy, but that's okay.
And you notice at this that the gentleman has walked over to you. Oh, it's I just found these dogs roaming the wilderness and kind of just gave them a place, for them to rest their heads. But I'm glad to see they got back to their original owners. So, it's good to see that they're back in good hands. And he just proceeds to kind of turn and walk back up the street.
Caleb, how did our dogs get here?
I don't know,
At
but
least my dog's not here.
luckily for us, my dog's trained, so, and I'll say seats and get him to sit, and I command him completely in German.
Okay.
I just use hand signals actually to change my dog.
Okay. So you guys go to the tavern, and you see a youngish, probably like 40-ish old male with about the same age wife, appears to be his wife, kind of cleaned up mug, kind of finishing up, clean up the night's events. Hey, listen, travelers. Sorry, we're just about to clean up for the day. It's been a long night. We're about ready to crash ourselves, but ready for the day shift.
I walked in with them as I said, "Listen, we just need a room. Whatever you got available for us, we need a room. It's been a long night for us as well."
Unfortunately, we don't have rooms. If you wish rooms, that you can go across the way to the inn, but they filled up pretty quick last night. We kind of had a couple of parties. It got kind of out of hand. Kind of continues cleaning, and you watch as the gentleman kind of, but
I mean, do you really want us, and look at these adorable dogs, do you want them on the streets?
I listen, I don't want them on the streets, but I can't give you what I don't have. But one-eyed old man might have a spare room for you guys.
Just a quick question, off topic. Have you noticed a regular that's they're a friend of ours. We haven't seen them in a long time, and they kind of disguised themselves a little bit when we did some dealings with them. So, not sure exactly what they look like now, but they would have been staying here, living here, probably have a house here, and you haven't seen them in a while. Maybe they've gone, and we came here looking for them, but we can't seem to find them, and we can't seem to find where they live.
You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific than that.
They're more than likely a human that.
Well, everybody here is human.
They would have been a regular here, come here every day, and now they just stopped showing up.
Like, what? They went adventuring, or like?
Yeah, like
we're not sure.
They've been on an adventure for a while. Maybe we're not sure. We came here trying to find them, trying to figure out where they live.
Is he an adventurer, a merchant?
Yeah, he's an adventurer, but he does reside here. His name is Ethan. You may. He probably frequents here, but I'm pretty sure he lives here as well.
Uh, I haven't. Well,
Probably wears a bunch of stuff with lions on it.
now that you say it, there was a young bloke, probably here last full moon. He turns to the wife. Yeah, he was here for a few days. During the last full moon. Kind of a younger looking guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
What,
yeah. That would
you
be
wouldn't
it.
happen to know where his house is, would you?
Um,
Or in the general direction, maybe?
guys, it's been 4 months since we've seen him. Last full moon was 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you can tell us where maybe he was living, then we can take a look. We can try and find any clue to where he went.
He came here wearing a green jacket for our first couple of days. But then he vanished. He popped in once. Looked tired. But last I heard, he was going to team up with a group of adventurers to try and see if he can get a way back home. I kind of pointed him into the direction of One Eyes, but I'm not sure One Eyes kind of helped him out.
I think we've seen that hoodie.
You said green?
Yeah, it was green. It was green. I say hoodie because that's what he called it. It was strange clothing, and it was weird because when he put it on, he had this magical device that could like it could be in one piece, or he could it was he called it a zipper, and he could zip it up and zip it down, and it could he could take it off it was like a jacket. I know. Oh. He sold it. He sold it. Yeah. That's what he did. He ended up selling it. To Rosie. That's who it was. He sold it to Rosie.
Do you know where Rosie lives?
I don't know where Rosie lives, but I mean, her and her husband are about ready to set up shop for the day.
Where at?
Right outside, and you she points right outside, and you see, sure enough, Rosie.
And I'm just gonna go, thank you, and turn around and walk out there.
I hurry out behind Caleb.
I'll follow.
Yep.
Okay. You hurry out there, and you see Rosie setting up shops. Caleb, it's good to see you again.
Rosie, it's great to see you. I have a question for you. I've been looking for a friend of mine.
Oh.
And it seems that friend was last in contact with you.
Oh, with me? Well, I do meet a lot of people.
He sold you a green, he would have called it a hoodie.
Oh, that.
So magic that it shut her up.
Wow.
Man, I'm good. Game over.
There we go. I'm back.
I killed her.
Oh, that magical jacket. Oh, yes, I've got it here somewhere. And she rummages back through the trunk, and she pulls it out, and it's this tattered green with a pair of a shield with a pair of wings. One side is blue, one side is silver. He said he was wearing it. So last full moon was last I saw him.
Please tell me you really own this jacket.
Yep. Yep, Chris.
Attack
Yes,
on
Chris.
Titan jacket.
Yes, yes, I do.
So when was the last full moon?
That's 4 months ago.
And
Full moon doesn't.
I'm gonna kind of like spin around to everybody. Guys, we got here like a day ago. How was Ethan here 4 months ago?
I don't know. Maybe time works differently here.
How did our
Was this
dogs
the
get
fucking
here?
Fey Wilds?
I don't know.
This-
Do we even know
Listen,
what the name of this town is?
I have studied the Fey Wilds. This is definitely not the Fey Wilds.
What's the Feywilds?
No, don't worry about it. Rosie. Sorry.
It's from back home. We'll be right with you, Rosie. Guys,
Here's another question. Ben,
Except
where
something
are
about
our
one or
wives?
something.
I think Pam and Karis before they showed us
think
that
you
they
guys
were
got
doing a girls'
lucky.
night. How am I lucky?
Pam's not here to beat you and scare you.
First of all, Pam's
Yeah,
not
what do you
beat
think
me.
she would have become?
Scare me? That depends on the day.
Especially because she's right behind you right now.
What?
Wow. Man, you got scared, man. Like,
That was
that is some next
that
level.
was
That
all
was
RP.
legitimate fear.
That
No,
was
no, that-
definitely not all
Yeah,
RP.
Sure it was, Ben. Sure
I
it
was setting that up for the last minute.
Sure it was.
Listen,
Well, but
we need to find somewhere to rest. Can we just find some house and
I
don't.
well, if Ethan's been here 4 months, that means he probably had a residence here.
Okay.
This is what I've been trying to find.
Well, then
And I'm
let's
going to
just-
turn back around to Rosie. Rosie, by chance, did our friend Ethan tell you where he lived? Did you ever see him at his house?
No, but he did hang out with a group of people for a while. Oh, look, there's a couple of them right there. And Elliot, you notice that it's the purple hair mage from your guild walking with a gal of like long red hair, and then Caleb, and you kind of notice that they're trailing with 4 dudes, a man of wearing blue and white robes, a curly-haired fellow, a big tall guy with short black hair, and a young guy wearing leather armor and a scarf around his neck.
Let's go talk to them.
All right.
Thanks, Rosie. And I'm gonna go over there. Hey, guys, we have a question for you.
Oh.
Ow.
Sure, yeah. And you notice that it's the guy steps forward, and it's the guy wearing the blue and white robes. Yeah. What can I help you out with?
So apparently you knew a friend of ours that went missing. His name was Ethan.
Yeah, I knew him. Yeah.
When was the last time you saw him?
About 4 months ago, I want to say. He stayed with us for a couple of days. It was kind of crammed where we were staying at. But he stayed with us for a few days, made the most of it. Then he said that he managed to find a place literally just down the river from us where we were at. He said for the dudes to stay there, that we could, or that he would he'd give up the house for the ladies, but we kind of wanted to stay together as a group. But he said that he'd be staying there. He got the place. We swung down there to say hi to him. Yeah, we haven't seen him, but this is a pretty big world. He probably adventured out on his own.
Okay.
Would you by chance be able to show us where this house is?
Sure, yeah. Friends of his, you say?
Yes, very good
Yeah.
friends.
We've
Yeah.
been friends with them for a while.
Sure. Come on. Hey guys, I'll meet you guys on the edge of town. And he kind of, the rest of the group kind of, wanders up, and he leads you down, and he goes, leads you down to the river bank. Yes, I know. Thank you guys. Love you guys.
Sorry, I got Pam to scare Ben.
Oh,
Fucking asshole.
sorry. I thought it was something I said. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. So he leads you down, and he leads you down to this house. It's a smallish looking house, kind of like a lawn rectangle with a outcropping like roof type, like a place where he could sit out with like on a bench and enjoy the nice day. A kind of a bigger fenced in backyard, but it looks from the outside it looks empty. This is where he said he lived.
If you don't mind, we're just gonna go ahead and go look around and
Sure.
Well, if we need anything else, we'll let you know.
Sure.
Thank you so much. I start
What's
looking around.
your guys' name? So that way I can keep you. If I can help you guys out with
You
anything
can
else.
call us Dan.
I haven't heard that in a while. You can call me Minato. The rest
while?
of the. What's that?
You said in a while.
Yeah, like 4 months.
Who called themselves Dan? Besides us?
Guess your Ethan fellow. Stubbed
Oh.
his toe one day. Stubbed his toe one day when we were out on a quest.
Yeah, he was a bit
Yeah.
clumsy.
Yeah. He had
So-
a bad mouth. He was the worst of all of us.
I wouldn't go that far.
But anyways, we'll let you go.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna just go ahead and walk inside.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Same here.
Before I walk in the door, I'm gonna see if it's trapped.
Is it, or if it's locked?
The door.
Do you really think Ethan locks his door?
The door opens.
Is it trapped?
No.
Okay,
you
then
take
I'll
it-
go inside.
Okay, you take a step inside.
There
You
is Aslan everywhere.
No. No, you see a few chairs, wooden chairs, kind of propped up, surrounding a fireplace with a cooking pot sitting right in front of it. You look over, there's a room, appears to be a bedroom off to one way, and there's actually two doors. One leads to a bigger bedroom, one's a smaller bedroom. There is when you go into the big bedroom, you see a window that leads down to a well that's nearby, and there's a bucket sitting on the side of it, like for drawing water out of this well. Go ahead and make me a perception check. If everybody wants to, that's fine, or those that want to make one.
Also, I want to see if there's any place to like store clothing. 15 total.
19.
22 for me.
Okay. Aaron.
15.
Okay. Elliot.
Sorry, 1 second. I just dropped mine. 23.
23. All right. You look around, and Ben, you find it first. In the big bedroom, there is a series of bunk beds. You look around, and one of the beds seems to be off kilter just a little bit, like somebody climbing out of the bed to get ready for the day. They kind of offset the mattress a little bit, and you see a small red book kind of dangling from underneath this bed.
I go over and I pull the book and I look at the title, like the cover of the book, and I open it up and I start like reading the contents.
And you spit us back out, game over.
Meh.
No. You open up
And
the
so,
book, and you say, "This is the journal of Ethan Sutphin."
Hey guys,
Caleb or Ben, if you
this
guys
is
are-
Ethan's journal.
If you guys are reading this, you guys didn't ask me first. Flip open the next page.
It's his diary.
you guys, Ben, as you're thumbing through it, it starts off with like a journal of like his day-to-day activities, like went adventuring, got some gold off of some goblins that are nearby, or not gold, copper off some, but enough to maybe keep the doors open. You put in you read in the journal that like there are days that he went without food because there's either keep the door open or like get food. And so there'd be like days where he'd be like, oh, I got some food today, bread and some cheese never tasted so well.
Bread and cheese never tasted so well.
You are reading over, but then you notice something. Like day 39 here. Images flash through my brain of artifacts I don't recall seeing. Machines, if you call it that, seem to be flying through the air on magic. I have a weird tattoo on my arm, but I don't recall how I got it. I don't even know what Narnia means.
What?
And
He
the
doesn't know
last
what
entry,
anything is.
the last entry is day 43, where it says, I managed to get to the quest board today and got myself a gold level quest. This one will actually promise me some gold. The only problem is I don't have a party. Maybe I can talk to Monado and the group. Maybe they can help me out with this one. I'll share the spoils. Wish I had a group like this. It'd be fun to do adventures.
What does it say?
I relay everything, and
No, we need to hear word for word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something.
Important.
I'm hungry. Something. Bread and cheese. Something. I'm going off to adventure,
Wait.
but I need help.
He forgot what Narnia was.
Yeah. I think.
Is this really Ethan's journal?
It's a mimic.
GM, would I be able to recognize Ethan's handwriting and?
Have you ever seen Ethan's handwriting?
I was gonna say, have you ever seen my
In this
handwriting?
scenario, we have met up.
No,
In
that's
this
a
scenario,
good
we've met
point.
up and we also have not.
Okay, so out of thing, is this like us current now or in the future, like where we're signing documents for the business where we would see Ethan's handwriting?
Yes. Like out of character, you recognize this is handwritten, and you get the sense that like this would be my handwriting.
I think this is his. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is his handwriting. Something's going on with Ethan based on this. I think he's been struggling.
Guys, I think this might mean if we stay here too long, we're forgetting.
God.
So we need to get moving and find him.
Well, according to this, the last entry, which was about GM, would it show the date? About 4 months ago.
The date was day 43, which you gather was about almost 4 months ago.
So apparently 4 months ago, he got a quest, a high-level quest with a big payday, and he went to go talk to that group of adventurers that we talked that directed us here.
The Manamana guy.
Yeah, Menudo, the Menudo guy.
Manamana.
Phenomena.
Apparently he was the last one. He went to go see them before before ever he disappeared. So either we're not it doesn't say whether he talked to them or not, but he was going to speak to him before the last entry. So.
All right, so we'll get some rest. There's plenty of places to sleep here. Then we'll go to them because we can't do anything without rest. I'm gonna take the biggest bedroom.
Okay.
I take the other bedroom, and I rush
I'm
over.
not gonna kill my back, so.
GM, I want to see, is there any place that Ethan would have been able to store clothes?
Mm-hmm. You notice that there is a odd-looking rectangle with shelves in it, and you look down and you see only maybe one change of clothes.
Okay. Does this rectangle have doors on it?
No, it's open-faced.
Okay, I'm still going to remove the shelves and try and, like, push in the back and see if anything happens. See if I can go through the wardrobe.
You push it in, and you hear it takes you a second, and all of a sudden you hear a as the back just breaks off.
Okay. Well, okay.
I look over as I stick my head out of the second room. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You breaking shit already?
Ethan, wardrobe, I mean...
I know.
What it wouldn't matter. He does, according to the journal, he forgot what Narnia.
But he didn't when he
was.
lived here.
So does this mean if Ben's here too long, he'll forget about Pam?
I look over at Chris very seriously. Nothing makes me forget about my wife.
That's
And
the best
Why do you
response.
say that with such disdain?
And he peeks out the door to see if she's there before he closes the door.
Why is there disdain in your
I'm gonna go
voice?
ahead and go to bed.
Okay.
I go to bed too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna like.
Ben
sleep
goes to
on the
bed
couch.
alone.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I won't be able to sleep without Jeannie. That's the thing. I'll attempt.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
Aaron?
I
sleeping
got
like
eyes,
a
so
baby.
I guess no. I do have eyes, so I'd get some sleep.
I am going to take one of the chairs and prop it up against the door.
Okay.
The door opens in or out?
In.
Then I'll prop it up against the door so it can't be opened from the outside.
Okay.
And I'm going to sleep in front of the fireplace closest to the door.
Listen. He's gonna do this, and in the morning he's gonna complain that his back fucking hurts too much because he had to sleep on the floor.
Yeah, well, some of us make sacrifices.
Okay. You guys get some sleep. And
You all were murdered in your sleep.
no.
That's where Pam went.
Yeah.
She murdered us all. You notice every time we say Pam, Ben looks around.
He does.
Because I'm not entirely unconvinced that you weren't plotting with her right now to scare me throughout this whole session.
Would Caleb ever do that?
He already did it.
No,
He just did it.
I've never
Aaron,
done
can you
that.
make me a perception check, please?
Oh, Stocko.
Shut up. That song's stuck in my head now.
That's both RP and out of character.
15, GM.
Okay. They weren't being very stealthy, but I just wanted to make sure you could hear them. You wake up quite a few hours later. The sun is about 3/4 of the way through the sky, so you guess it's about mid-afternoon. And you hear like guttering growling outside. You hear and you hear something being broken outside.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, my
has there
dog would be
been
barking. Well,
Any
howling, I
movement
guess.
to the door?
No.
Would my
No,
dog
this is-
hear this?
Both the dogs, as soon as they hear like the crunching of what sounds to be wood, you hear both dogs begin to growl and bark.
I'm gonna get up immediately.
Get up.
Oh,
grab
yeah.
his
I get up.
shield and
I get up,
falchion.
and I'm like, "What's going?" I say to everyone, I just kind of say, "What's going on?"
Yeah, I grab my rock and I'm looking over.
Yeah, I have my.
What was outside?
I don't know. I'm sorry, GM.
No, Aaron, as you post up against the door, you catch a look outside one of the big nearby windows, and you see a pair of small goblins breaking apart a section of the fence that's way down, like on the far corner of the house, like breaking apart and trying to splinter it off so they could get, you guess, firewood. But they're just breaking apart the fence so that way they can, yeah.
I will relay that to the group. Hey, we got goblins
Get
breaking the
firewood.
fence.
I'm sorry.
I'm-
Did you say fucking goblins?
I'm gonna walk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna walk out holding my dog by the collar, and I'm gonna yell out the window, "Big man with a dog! If you don't stop, I'm gonna let him go. He's gonna bite you." Are they still going?
I'm gonna whistle.
They don't speak English.
Which normally gets my actual dog to howl.
I am going to let the dog go and give his attack command of Pocken.
Okay. You soon let the dog go. The dog jumps through the window because these are open windows. They're not glass. They're just open windows, which is why you can hear everything. And he runs through, and you watch as the goblins are still trying to tear apart this fence. They see the dog. They flip out. To them, this is a giant wolf, and they just take off running for the forest.
I'd
And
probably
as they take off,
right after cheer.
I'll whistle, "Ouse!" and call them back.
Okay. And your dog Ice does the same thing. Chris, is that
I
your
would've-
dog's name?
Yeah, it's Ice, and I would
Okay.
pat my leg, and she normally comes back with that.
Okay.
Like,
I'm like,
aren't you guys glad we have the dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Hey, my
fortuitous.
dog would not be helpful.
I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go check around the place, and I exit the house and I start just doing a quick walk around the house, seeing if there's any other goblins or other stuff.
Is
I have my gun.
while Ben's doing that, is there a kitchen and everything in here?
The cooking pot is sitting in front of the fireplace. You get the sense that the living room is also the kitchen.
Is there stuff to cook?
One of the pots, there's an extra pot that's got some old herbs sitting in it. When you pick it up and kind of smell it, it's kind of like a pungent salt flavor to them. That's about it.
I've done more with less, as my dad can attest to. I will
buddy.
attempt to make a edible breakfast.
Okay, make a insight check.
And GM, I'm going to join Ben searching outside.
Okay. Ben, when you are walking, and Aaron, you catch up, you're only a few feet behind him, not too far behind, but you notice that the goblins, this is like, they've been taking apart this fence probably for a couple of days. They seem to be, it's like taking strategic parts of the fence down. Like, we're going to take this part for firewood, we're going to take this part, take this part, take this part, like, and you get the sense that they're building like firewood, because it's not a whole lot of wood that they take. And and you get the sense from like the tracks, like they only come back every couple of days.
That's
Maybe they're friendly.
16 GM.
As I'm looking around, I kind of looked at Aaron. I was like, so, believe it or not, I think they're just ripping this place off for scrap. Nothing. I don't think they knew we were here. I'm sure.
No,
Pretty sure.
But if they're taking pieces for scrap or firewood, they're camped nearby.
True. I mean, we can. I don't know. Keep an eye out, but might have scared him off. I'm sure Tyr would have probably ripped the heads off if Caleb hadn't called him back.
Um, Caleb, but what are you using for your main base for food?
Is there any kind of meat that I can find?
Nope.
What vegetables are there?
Besides the herbs in the pot, a small peek outside, maybe a carrot or two.
Okay. What I will do is I will go ahead and take the carrots and I will thinly slice them, almost julienne, and mix it with some herbs inside the pot, cook them up, and I will actually take the bits of the peanuts that I have and crush them up, put them in there, and then for the liquid stock, almost, fuck it, we need something to eat, we don't have money. I am taking Aaron's bottle of alcohol and pouring it in there.
Okay.
The alcohol is gonna cook out, but
That's.
you can buy more.
I walk back in and I relay to Caleb what I found. I think we got a group of scavenger goblins camped nearby. I don't think they knew we were here. I kind of look over what he's cooking. I'm like, what are you cooking, man?
It's what I could do. It's bourbon glazed peanuts and carrots.
Do you want me to try and go and hunt something so we can have some meat in the food?
Let's just do this for now because we need to get to Ethan.
Okay, that's fine. Fair enough.
The longer we're here, the more we're gonna forget.
Forget what?
See?
Exactly.
His soon your dementia is gonna kick in too.
Well,
more than it already has.
I kind of go, yeah, fuck off.
So
Heaven forbid you forget about Pam.
I'm gonna go ahead and hand enough out to sustain us for a little bit until we can.
Sure.
I mean, we have a droid. We could make him grow stuff for us next time. If you can.
Yeah.
You guys don't know what I am, though.
Druid craft.
I mean, we saw you walk in, right?
Only Aaron was after me.
Oh, no.
And Aaron doesn't recognize the symbols.
Okay.
I recognized enough, yeah.
Okay, so let's go find Manamana and.
Manamana.
Shut up. Let's go find him before we all lose the game. And
I hate you.
I did that was for Ethan. So let's go find him, and apparently he wasn't telling us everything. If he said he saw him 4 months ago and doesn't know what happened, according to his journal, he was going to approach him with an adventure. And so I'm going to we know that he told us that they lived right up the river, so I want to see if we can find where they live.
Let's take the journal with us just in case they try to destroy it.
I kind of show. I got the journal and I just kind of put it in the jacket.
Maybe we should give that journal to Pam.
You know, I
Who's
would
Pam?
love to give the journal to Pam, but Pam is not here. She is with Kara, probably having a wonderful girls' day out.
Who's Pam?
My wife.
You have a wife?
Yes. Okay, we really need to wrap this up and find Ethan. Get out of here. He's even forgetting stuff.
You guys get the sense that like he had led you guys like up from where they live. When you guys go on the road, if you guys are trying to find their house, you see that there's a path that leads back into town, but there's also a path that leads further down, and you see kind of a makeshift shamble hut bungalow type place down further down by the riverbank.
Okay, I will go up there and I will pound on the door.
I step in behind Caleb.
You
knife.
hear just a second as the door opens and you see the curly hair, short hair kid from "What do you guys want?" And you kind of notice that he's wiping his face.
We're looking for Manamana.
Are you guys serious? Is this some kind of cruel joke?
What?
Monado died
When?
like a couple hours ago. We
What?
just got back.
How'd he die?
We were getting money for the day, and it was kind of a crazy mess, but a group of goblins came out, and
Okay.
Monado got shot, and
Did he get shot in the knee?
no, he got shot in the back, you dumb idiot.
Man, it could happen.
Okay. We're gonna get him.
Where are these goblins?
They're holed up in the old fortress. There's
Old fortress.
Do you know where that is? Because we're not from here.
And how many?
a couple
homes?
hours. Take the dirt road instead of going back into town. There's a branch about halfway through that'll lead you off towards the old fortress. It'll take you a couple hours to get there.
All right, we will be back, but we are gonna have some questions when we're back. And I'll turn around, guys. Let's go avenge Manamana.
So you guys go a couple hours later. You come across like an old fortress. You guys can look around and you see that it's an old fortress. Go ahead and make perception checks for me.
Okay.
I see. God damn.
16.
GM, I rolled an 18.
17.
Okay.
14.
14. Okay.
22.
Okay. Elliot, what'd you roll again?
Mine was 16.
16. Okay.
Mhm.
Aaron, you're the first one to notice this. Dead silence in the courtyard. Nobody's around, not even an outlook.
I will.
Until a small glint, catches like a metal reflecting off of the sunlight.
I'm going to look at Caleb and the rest of the group, especially Caleb, and I'm going to tell him that there's one that I see that we all need to get down.
As a crossbow bolt misses your neck by inches.
I'm going to just instinctively, from my combat experience, just instinctively hit the ground.
I also same here, calling upon my thing, hit the ground, and I look immediately for a light.
And you see a goblin, that metal glint that you saw, Aaron. You see a goblin kind of perching down. He's hanging off of the wall, and he's got his crossbow. At this, you see a couple smaller goblins. One's red with kind of a two-pronged pike. You see a blue one wearing a metal helmet and a crossbow in one hand and a spear in the other. And then you hear a boom, 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 as you see a goblin, like a big old hobgoblin, kind of wander out from like this huge archway. I need you all to roll initiative.
Woo!
Hell yeah!
Woo!
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Wow, I have like.
This is very different. What was happening.
Is a natural 20 good?
In this case, yes.
Do we need to roll for the dogs, or are they gonna go right after us?
The dogs, so Caleb, your dog will go after you. Chris, your dog will go after you.
Okay.
Wow, the DM's dice are rolled with me. I didn't roll higher than a 10.
Oh,
Okay, well, good, because I didn't either.
I
Okay.
rolled.
So Caleb's going first. I need 25 to 20. Besides Caleb, because Caleb's going first. Okay, 20 to 15.
18.
Okay. Okay. I need 15 to 10.
I have a 12.
Give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can. Where's my book? There it is. Sorry, I was reaching for my notebook. And you know that one thing you don't always have that you always need?
Yeah.
A pan.
A pan.
Pan.
I actually have a pen right next to me if we need one.
Okay. I need 10 to 5.
8.
Okay. And then I need 5 to 0.
2.
Oh my god.
Okay. So
Pam
here's
is
how it's
here
gonna
with
go.
us.
It was the chunky dice.
Okay, so it's gonna go Caleb, Aaron, Ben, Chris, Blue Goblin, Hobgoblin, Red Goblin, Elliot, Archer Goblin.
Goblin, goblin, goblin.
Okay,
Fucking
Caleb, you're up
goblins.
first.
All right. So I would like to not rage. I'm so used to saying I would like to rage. Bear with us, guys, because a lot of this stuff is brand new to us. I think. Okay. I am going to spend one of my actions, and I am going to point my finger at the hobgoblin, and I'm
Okay.
going to cast Phase Bolt.
Okay.
So I need to go against his target AC. So give me a second. That is a 13.
That barely hits his AC.
Woo! Okay, so I am with this. I can reduce one of his bonuses by 2.
Okay.
So I'm going to reduce his AC by 2.
Okay.
And then on a success, I deal 2d4. So that is 2 points of 2 points of piercing damage.
Okay. You point, and the magic comes out, and it shrink, and it takes off his small metal helmet that he was wearing on top of his head, as he, as like 2 small like hairline cuts appear on his cheek.
And that AC is going to last until at the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And that was just a cantrip.
Okay.
So I still have 2 more actions.
Okay.
I am going to... cast Protect Companion and
Okay.
extend my aura to my dog.
Okay.
So he gets a +1 to his AC, and he is life block. So he cannot be killed. And then my final one is I'm going to... is the hobgoblin close to me?
He's about 30, 35 feet.
Okay, I am going to move to him, and I'm going to hit him with my great axe.
Okay.
So that is a... That's a 14 to hit.
That hits.
That was with a -1 on the attack because it was my third. So that does... Ooh. 16 points of slashing damage.
You run up towards him and and he brings his he pulls out this great club and he as he makes contact with your great axe, but like your blade manages to get in before he manages to kind of and you see a nice good long gash in his chest, but he's still growling at you.
Okay. And then Tears attack.
Okay.
So we don't have the stuff for them, but
Okay, so dogs move 40 feet. The stat block for them is they move 40 feet. They can run 20 feet. And then if they move 20 feet in a straight line, which your dog will, they get a pounce attack. If the creature, the target that they are attacking fails a strength saving throw, they are knocked prone, and they get a bite attack action as a free action.
Okay, so I'm gonna have him charge.
Okay.
An attack. That's a 14 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
So then that would knock him prone.
Okay.
And then does that roll count for the bite attack, or is that separate?
That is separate. I need to make a DC strength.
Yeah.
Oh. Come on, baby. I would say a 13. I think that barely fails. So he goes as he blocks your attack. He sees that your dog comes and just manages to catch his shoulder and just kind of drag him as he's not quite. I mean, he's pulled down to the ground. He's prone, but he is like trying to essentially shake off the dog.
Okay. And to bite, is there a bonus to the bite?
It's +5.
Okay, so that's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, what's the damage on it?
2d. I think it's 2d6 plus 2.
So that is 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay. You watch as your dog gets a nice bite out of the neck, but the goblin just more like trying to fend off like a nasty gnat.
And that's it.
Okay. With that, Aaron.
Can I get to the hobgoblin?
From your position, yes.
I will go to the hobgoblin and shield in front, falchion in my right hand, and I will attack the hobgoblin.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
That is going to be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And we get what, 3 actions? Is that correct?
Your movement was considered one action.
Okay. So that attack was a second action, right?
Yep.
So my third action, I will narrow my stance
Okay.
and raise the shield up.
Okay.
And that gives me a +2 to my AC.
Okay.
Am I next to Caleb?
We're about 5 feet away from him.
That gives Caleb a +1 to his AC.
Okay.
Nice.
You go down and you give him a nice cut, but he
And I'm standing there and I kind of have the falchion on top of the shield.
Okay. If that ends your turn,
It does.
Benjamin.
Ben, you're up. Chris on deck. I believe Blue Goblin is in the hole.
Okay.
Come on, Benjamin.
All right. So obviously I have my air repeater / automatic crossbow out. So I take aim at the goblin archer that's up top.
The Goblin Archer or the Blue Goblin? The one that tried to shoot Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay. He's
That's
still
the-
dangling there. One hand dangling off of there like a little monkey.
I'm aiming for him.
Okay.
So I get 3 attack. I kind of line up my shot, and I'm like, yeah, right, you little son of a bitch. First shot.
I almost heard Belvis come out of there.
Almost.
I don't have an Australian accent. All right. Hold on. So first attack is a 27 to hit.
That hits.
Do you want me to roll damage first?
Go ahead.
That is 2 damage.
Okay.
I shoot the second bolt.
Your,
Go
your
ahead,
first
sir.
bolt, and you kind of catch him right in the hip, but he's still barely hanging on there. You get the sense that where you hit him, you kind of instinctively caused him to kind of like seize up in pain, so he's just dangling in there, but just more of a pain than he actually is strength.
Second, I line up another shot. Control my breathing.
Okay.
I fire. What is that?
Remember that on your second attack, you don't get as big of a bonus.
Yeah, it's a 16.
Oh, that hits.
Okay, damage again is a 3 damage.
Your second bolt, and this time he actually lets go and he falls down, and as he hits the ground, he splatters onto the rocks down below.
Alright, I just kind of refocus my aim at the blue goblin,
Okay.
and I let loose my last shot.
Okay.
Nat 20!
There you go.
Minus
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Minus what?
Minus what? Remember, there should be a minus because it's the third one in a row.
My attack says +3.
On your third one?
On your third
Yeah,
one.
I'm looking right over it, the hovering over it where it says hit. It's +11, +7, +3.
Damn.
Okay, so I rolled my damage.
Okay.
That's a 4, 5, so is it double GM?
You go to take a shot and you aim up and your bullet strikes him right in the shoulder, and he just takes the arrow out of his shoulder, notches into his crossbow, and aims it directly back at you.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
I'm like, uh-oh.
Okay. With that, Chris, you're up.
Can we? I know I'm not the GM tonight, but I want to let everybody at home know that what we are doing tonight is a play test of our own system that we are running with, a mix of a few different systems. So the rules are a work in progress, as well as they aren't going to be something that everybody's used to. So don't come for us for saying that the rules are wrong or this or that. This is something that we're working on and working on our new system and our own system. So.
Okay.
All right. Am I correct to remembering the blue goblins wearing armor?
Yep.
Metal armor.
Yep.
Heat metal.
I'm gonna. Yup.
Yeah.
What are you casting?
Yes.
I'm casting heat metal on the blue goblin.
Yes. I love this.
Okay.
Eat it up.
This. It takes an initial. Is there a save or? Doesn't
Usually
say
there
anything
is,
about
yes.
us. Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
It's usually a con save.
Must attempt a reflex saving throw.
There
Okay.
you go.
Okay. When you reach out your hand, this green thing below you kind of flutters, and you say the spell and you cast heat metal. You watch as the goblin like take an aim at Ben, kind of looks over, and he puts his crossbow just like off to the side, and he with one hand like takes off his chest piece and just frisbee throws it directly at you, Chris, although it lands kind of like off to the side, nowhere near you. He takes his helmet, takes off, and then he kind of whips up with his other hand and he throws the helmet down off to the side, and he like
He's naked now.
except he's wearing a pair of like leather breeches.
He's wearing tidy whities. Ben,
right.
that's what you wear.
I do not.
For my second action. I had it in my head.
Remember,
but now
one
I
buff, one spell, one physical attack. Sorry, Ethan.
No, you're good.
don't. No, you're.
I'm just trying to remind everybody.
I'm gonna move a little bit closer to a tree.
Okay, there is really no trees. You do see the broken part of a wall kind
I
of crumble
moved-
down nearby you.
Like, is it taller than me a little bit?
If you crouch down, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go do that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold my third action.
Okay. The okay.
I got then my dog go. Ice goes.
Remember, Chris, you're not a 7-foot tall dragon.
I know.
Okay. Nice.
Our Lord and Savior Sobek.
Ice is probably. Is there any others besides the hobgoblin on the ground?
The red goblin with the
Pack
spear
tactics.
is also on the ground, but he's coming from the other side of the courtyard.
And he is
You'd
not
be out of
prone
range.
like the hobgoblin.
No. Yes, he is out of range of the dog.
Okay, so Ice I would send Ice to follow Tyr and go after the hobgoblin.
Fucking pack tactics.
Okay.
These
He's
fucking
already
dogs are gonna
pounced.
save our asses.
Yeah, pounce ain't gonna too much work because he's already prone. So Ice will go for a bite attack.
Okay.
With him prone, does Ice get advantage?
Yes.
11.
That hits because with the bonus.
With the
Okay.
negative bonus to the AC, baby.
2d6.
Gotta love it.
10 points of bite damage.
Okay, the dog jumps on top, and you watch as it. You must have come right in the between of like trying to shake off the other dog as he bites down on the back of his neck, and you just hear a loud crunch, and you hear a.
This is a she, by the way.
Sorry, my apologies.
Full name, Ice Queen.
Nice.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Okay.
So that's good to assume the hobgoblin has died.
Yes.
I would
Damn.
call
Nice.
Ice back to me.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, dogs for the win.
Okay.
Yep.
With that, tier would automatically come back to me if that's okay.
I
I mean, it can wait till his next turn.
was gonna say on his next turn he can come back to you, but
Okay.
at this point he kind of knows your commands. Then the blue goblin kind of sees that his goblin archer over here has been taken down. He looks down and he sees that his hobgoblin is down. Sees his red buddy coming with the pike, and he takes aim directly at you and he fires crossbow bolt. Does a 13 hit you?
It does not.
You watch as the bolt
Whoa! Shit!
nearby, and he and he throws the cross bow out, and it breaks and shatters along the floor, and he picks up a axe and he retreats back further into the ruins, while the red goblin comes sauntering out, sees you, Chris, or no, he doesn't see Chris. He sees Ben out in the open in the crouching position. He's going to throw his pike. Ooh, does a 22 hit?
Ooh.
Yeah, that hit.
Ooh.
Woo!
That hits
Okay,
everyone,
so
including
he rears back and he throws his pike,
Ben's dead.
Yeah.
and it hits you square on the left hip there, and it
Ah!
like it goes straight through and pins you down to the ground. And it's a pretty, and he goes to turn back around, but he ran out of movement because he took a couple steps forward, and he victory chanted, and then he
God,
turned back
why does this
to
fucker sound like Corton? God.
and then Elliot, you are up.
Okay.
How much damage did I take?
You took 17 points of piercing damage.
Whoa!
God.
Whoa!
Okay, so there's
He
blue
threw a
goblin
pike
and
at
red
you.
goblin.
Yeah.
He threw a little gnome at you. Get it?
Oh, there's a blue
Get it?
Ow,
goblin and
that okay. That seriously fucked me up.
A pike.
Just those two.
What's that? The blue goblin is inside. The red goblin is trying to retreat back through the
I
doorway.
got something for you.
How far away is he from me?
The red goblin, he's about 40
Mhm.
feet.
Okay. So I would like to cast magic missile.
Okay.
And I think it's a +6. Yeah, +6 to which goes. So that's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
And then 2 + 1, so 3 force damage.
Okay.
For each additional action used, so I could do. Okay, so it's every action
Mm-hmm.
I use. So I have. I'm sorry. Where do I see where my actions are?
Where it says actions.
Oh,
Weapons,
there.
defense,
Okay.
gear, spell, pets, details, feats, actions.
Okay. How do I see how many I have? I don't see it.
How many you have of what?
Actions.
You
get
always
three
have 3
actions.
actions.
You always have 3 actions.
Okay.
But that
So-
includes your movement.
Okay. So I didn't move.
Okay. So
Um,
you still have 2 more actions then.
So there's a maximum of 3 missiles for 3 actions. So I guess I'll do more missiles.
Okay. Your first missile, as he kind of grunts out in pain, but begins to slowly fall forward.
14 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. 5 force damage.
As your second missile strikes, you hear a loud crack as the goblin dead. So
Nice.
the blue goblin is still alive. He is retreated inside the ruins, but you don't know where he is other than the level above you is where he was at.
There's probably more inside.
I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ, I need some help here. Medic!
I don't have anything myself.
I am going to... Are we in free actions right now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to send Tyr over to grab the pike and yank it out. I will then go ahead and... can I...
So you're going to have Tyr pull the spear out of Ben, or pull the pike out of Ben.
Right? Actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to... I was going to do that if we were still in combat, but I will go over there. I'm going to take my hoodie off.
Okay.
That I still have, and I am going to tie it around above the wound where Ben got hit to cut off the blood flow.
Okay.
And then I am going to pull the pike out, doing this with my combat medic training.
Okay. Okay, are you breaking it off, or are you going to pull it back out through him?
I am going to fully pull it out.
Okay. Ben, you take...
Because you didn't break the shaft head.
Ooh.
Did it? So hold on. Did it go? Did the pike
it went through
go
him
all
and
the
pinned
way
him
through?
It went through his left hip, pinned him back down to the.
So is the pike head out
the other side?
Okay, so what I would do then is I didn't realize it was all the way through. So I would then take and break it off so it's a smaller.
Okay.
And pull the head out from the back so the head's not going back through the hole.
Okay, in that case, Ben, you only take 2 points of damage as he
I didn't
pulls
realize it went all the way through.
As he pulls the spear back out.
Does anybody heal? Looks like he might need it.
No.
Yeah.
He's the paladin.
It depends on whether or not I want to heal Ben.
Can you heal him, please?
Would you like me to heal him?
Yes.
Please, Aaron.
All right, I'll even do one better, Ben, because I love you so much. You get 12 points of healing, plus a +2 to your AC.
Awesome.
You said 12?
12.
You cast the healing spell, Aaron, and you watch as like a yellow gold pool clears out in front of you. And when you cast it, the healing spell hits his left hip.
Oh.
And he's bleeding a little bit, but he's not like bleeding profusely like he was before.
There
It's
you
like a
baby.
trickle.
Now get off your ass. Get off your ass and fight.
Hey, GM, can I see like a window or something that, like, even if I can't see in, is there a visible entrance to that
Sure,
building that
sure,
goblin
yeah.
went
So there's like where you get. He probably went into one of the nearby like ruined towers. Like he was up, kind of up on a little wall. You get the sense that he went into the tower, and you can go in through the base of the tower.
in. Okay, so guys, are we thinking that there's probably more in there? Yes.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah,
I just want to
definitely.
fucking kill every
So,
fucking thing in there.
with this, I'm going to take and you see me gather magical energy into my palm, and it starts arcing. And I am going to use all 3 of my actions to cast this.
Okay.
I'm going to send it into that building up to where I believe they are. And with that large ball of lightning explodes.
Okay.
As I cast Horizon Thunder Sphere.
Nice.
Anybody that's in there has to make a basic reflex save.
Okay.
Either way, they take damage. So if they are under a 15,
Okay.
they take 15 points of lightning damage,
Nice.
of electricity damage, and then around me, if they are 15 or over, they take half of that, and then around me, I'm actually sparking with electricity.
Okay.
So anybody that touches me or tries to hit me, takes electricity damage.
Okay. When you send that bolt of lightning into the tower, it boom, and the whole tower explodes. You see 2 goblin bodies, smaller goblins. You also see the burning remains of a chessboard
They were
being
just
burnt
playing
up.
chess.
Hmm.
And I say checkmate.
I roll my eyes and like, how long you been holding out of that one?
I just found out that they were
All
playing
night.
chess.
All night.
I am going to make my way inside.
Okay.
Look at my way.
Yeah, I'll follow as long as it's not like.
GM, do I see the body of the red goblin that stabbed me with this?
He's dead. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
the-
laying down
yeah,
further
he's
in the
dead.
courtyard.
I go over and kick him before I
Teabag.
go into inside with.
I
others.
want to loot them.
Okay. The
Anything decent on them.
2 burnt ones, you don't really pull anything off of them because any sort of money or cash was burnt to a crisp. But the
Oops.
the red one had 2 copper pieces, and the archer one only had 1.
Okay, so I have 3 copper pieces.
So everybody,
Guys, I
you
found a
guys,
little bit of money. We have 3.
and you guys are gonna want to keep back from me a little bit, at least 5 feet, because that electricity is arcing off of me.
Okay.
Ugh.
You guys step inside the tower, and there is a small area. There's a small staircase heading down, but there's nothing above you because you blew the roof off the place.
Who wants to go down and see what's in the basement?
I'm automatically walking down, spinning.
Wait, I want to go first. I can be quiet.
Spinning my. Oh, I'm not worried about being quiet at this point. I'm just spinning my axe in my hand as I walk down.
I have my weapon at the load ready and I follow behind.
I now have the confidence of Maresh. After that.
His ego finally got caught up with him.
Instead,
Okay.
because if there's anything down there, we're just gonna get around it.
Okay. Ellie, can you make me a perception check, please?
Mhm.
As you peer around.
11.
Okay. Nothing other than just the you hear like scrapings
Okay.
nearby.
I'm just gonna keep low and stealthy.
Okay, Caleb, as you walk down, I need a perception check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Ugh. Ugh. Fuck me, because that was a natural 20. Perception check 16 still.
Okay. You step into this room and you can hear like claws impacting a stone pillar. You hear you can hear that going around. One of your lightning, as you speak or as you step into this room, one of your lightning sparks kind of breaks off a little bit and hits a torch that's nearby, and you see the whole floor and parts of the pillars are covered in goblins, with the blue one centered with his arms crossed looking up at
How
you.
many?
Too many to count. There
Okay. Okay. I have a spell, but I need people to get away from me, and I need to get in there.
Hold on. I've got something too. I am going to, since I'm down there in the front, I am going to cast Feral Shades.
Okay.
This is what I was telling you guys looks kind of like what Raven was doing. I throw out my arm, holding my axe still, I throw out my arms, and a wave of gray mist begins to pump out negative energy. And it actually takes the shape of predatory pack of animals. So you see a bunch of wolves. And it's almost like casting your Patronus in Harry Potter. So it comes out and these pack of wolves come out, and it actually hits all creatures in front of me. Up to 30 feet. It's a 30-foot cone.
Okay.
This one, since I can only cast it once, it's an automatic hit.
Okay.
So I deal 6 points of slashing.
Okay.
Plus 3 points of negative damage.
Okay.
And all of them are taking bleed damage of 2.
Okay.
Until my next turn, and then they all have a -2 penalty to all their saves.
Okay.
Ooh.
When you do this spell, you watch as they leap down, they go down into this pit. You hear a few goblins like as they get hit by this thing. Then you hear a and then you just hear your wolves begin to just as you look down, you see the blue goblin with his crossbow out has shot one of the is responsible. You see 5 different crossbow bolts responsible for taking out each of the predatory animals. And like you see a few, you probably see like 6, maybe 7 goblins down. But then you see lumbering into the room, you see 2 more hobgoblins. They look up at you, and then he gives a signal, and you see just a flurry of crossbow bolts looking up at you as he signals to fire. I need Caleb and Elliot to make reflex saves.
Can I raise my shield?
Yes, because by the time you notice what he's about to do...
Okay.
21.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
For a total of 27.
Okay. You watch as... and you see as like a flurry of crossbow bolts. Elliot, you managed to like duck back behind, but a flurry of crossbow bolts. And you see probably good 6 to 8 of them just embed yourselves into the shield. But they're stuck. Just they're stuck into the shield as He, as he, as you begin to hear more goblins begin to clamber up the pillars to jump off and ready to make combat with you.
So they're climbing on the pillars.
They're climbing on the pillars to get up
Okay.
there.
I want to cast Grim Tendrils, which is tendrils of darkness curl out from your fingertips and race through the air. You deal 2d4 negative damage and 1 persistent bleed damage to living creatures in the line. Can I try to, like, how far away from the pillar is it?
About
Like,
45 feet.
Okay. Is it like a gap, or can I move towards it a little?
It's a gap, but if you move towards it, you have to go around the corner, away from Caleb, about 10 or 15 feet.
Okay. So if I have 3 actions, can I stealth for one of them?
You can.
Okay, so theoretically, could I stealth, get over there, peek out, and then cast that?
Yes,
That
but
would
you
take
will
all
have to
3.
stay.
It would use all 3.
But you'll have to stay right there, in plain sight of everybody, because you're gonna have to actually stand out and cast it.
Okay.
It would be useless for you to stealth because the second you cast, you're no longer stealthed.
So would I? Oh, so I mean, would I be able to get out there, cast, and then try to stealth?
Yes.
Okay.
Any action taken removes stealth.
Okay.
Any attack.
So I want to go up, just so that I can kind of peek around the corner.
Okay.
I have. Oh, I only have 25 feet of movement. Okay. You said it's how far away from me?
It's about 40 feet away from you, right where you're standing now. But if you go around the corner away from Caleb, about 10 or 15 feet, you'll be closer to it.
Okay. Because I have 25 feet of movement.
Okay.
So I just need to get far up enough that I can see the pillar.
Okay. You can see the pillar if you move, about 15 feet away from Caleb, around the corner.
And is there anything I could duck behind at all?
Just that half wall you're standing right behind.
Okay, no, I shouldn't then. It'd be way too risky.
The goblins are now beginning to jump off the pillars and onto the landing that you guys are on. And they're coming by like the 15, 30.
Okay. They already see us. I'm gonna wait until they're 30 feet in front of me.
Okay.
And then I'll cast the Grim Tendrils.
Okay.
So I have to roll to hit, I think. Okay, I'm assuming I do. Nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
It says tendrils of darkness curl out from your fingertips. So it's from me forward, just getting as many of them in a straight line in front of me as I can.
Okay.
And I can use one of my actions to kind of move to the side if anybody's right in front of me.
Okay.
So I deal 2d4 negative damage and 1 persistent bleed damage.
Okay.
So 8.
Okay.
I don't know if it's double because of the nat 20, but that's before that.
Okay.
And 1 persistent bleed damage.
Okay.
Each living creature in the line must attempt a fortitude save.
Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't say what the save is.
Should be on your main page. Should say character DC.
Oh, okay.
Class
okay,
DC.
so the DC 16.
Okay. You watch as you cast this spell, and they hit the ones in the line, and you watch as the front few fall dead, just. But the last few that are in the line, are stopped by the dead bodies, and
Oh wait, I'm sorry. It says they actually have to make a save. I see that.
yeah,
I thought
yeah,
that was
yeah.
after.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they have to roll for that 16 anyway.
Yep. I already rolled for it.
Oh, okay, okay.
You watch as the few fall at their feet, and they kind of look around. Caleb, make me a perception check.
Okay, I was gonna ask if we were doing a free actions because I was gonna do something. That's a 14.
You watch as Elliot lashes out with this dark tendril magic as it and it hits them, hits the line. But then you look back down and you notice that the blue hobgoblin has disappeared, and you watch as the rest of the goblins begin to circle into this giant hole, and begin to just leave the place. And you don't even notice the big hobgoblins are there anymore.
Can I see? Can we see what's in the hole?
No, just darkness.
Fuck, there went that plan. So they're all leaving.
Yep.
How many are still there that I can see right now? A bunch?
The two stragglers that Elliot didn't kill up on the main landing, although they are bleeding.
Okay,
I'll cast Electric Arc on them,
Okay.
which I need a basic reflex save.
With Elliot's natural 20, they get disadvantage on those.
Ben, there goes that idea.
Yeah, it would have been interesting, but yeah.
I'm guessing a 10 doesn't pass.
And that's the class DC, right?
Yep.
That would be the basic? No.
Okay.
Mine is... Alright, so that is a total of 7 points of damage to both.
Okay. They are fried. They are literally as they lay down fried on the ground.
How do so many goblins just sit here unchecked?
So
Better question, why did they leave? They could have wiped us out.
Debatable.
I want to stealthily go over and look in the hole.
Okay.
I'll follow right behind them.
I'll
Just in case
stand
they
on top
talk
as
about
Overwatch.
I have advantage on that.
Yeah, no, I don't want to go down. I want to stay at the top because I have my guts. That I
That,
can lure him, like let him go down if he needs to.
yeah, so
That's weird.
It's
that
basically
is
just like a rope.
17 for stealth.
Okay. You are able to slink over there
Okay.
and look down into the hole.
What do I
I
see?
want to sneak up behind him.
Nothing. You see darkness.
Is there a rock near me?
Yes.
Can I pick up the rock and I want to drop it down to see if I hear it hit the ground?
Yep.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a lighter right next to me. I want to give him that lighter.
Okay.
Do you have the other stuff?
I do.
All right, so I'm going to take the lighter, take that other stuff, drop the lighter down.
You watch as the light, as it goes through, you see nothing, and then it hits the water.
So there's water.
Yep.
Ooh.
By the sound of the rock, can I tell if it's deep or shallow?
You hear a ba-doom, but that's after 10 seconds.
I have.
From the moment you drop the rock into there, it's about 10 seconds before it hits the water.
I want to look at him. I have 50 feet of rope in my guts right now. Would you like to climb down? I know it's gross.
Sure,
it might be
spill your
important.
guts.
God.
Somebody needs to hold me so he doesn't drag me down.
Somebody
I
go
will
first.
I will hold Elliot.
Oh God, why am I the
All
leader?
right, so I'm gonna cast inside ropes,
Okay.
and A large handful of guts comes out of my midsection.
Oh.
You can use the guts
I
as
hope
15
nobody at
pieces
home
of
is
rope.
who's watching this has just ate or something or is eating.
Somebody, yeah, hopefully
Somebody's
not.
eating
But somebody
spaghetti.
does need to hold on to me because I have to keep my hands on this
I'm
rope
holding
with
on
these.
to you.
Somebody's
I'm holding on
eating
to you.
spaghetti right now.
Yeah, I cannot let go. So,
All right,
50 feet of
so
rope.
I have training in rappelling and all of that. I've jumped out of airplanes for God's sake. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually. You have how much?
50 feet.
So we figure it was. You said it was 10 seconds.
Yep.
So a foot per second is generally the rule. So that's 10 feet. So that's plenty. So what I'm going to do is take some of it. I'm actually going to wrap it around my body as a harness and then go down.
Okay.
I'm just mentally imaging this and it's not liking it.
And I'm keeping both of my hands on my guts and kind of like lowering
And
it down.
I'm kind of holding
I'm being
Elliot
really
and it's
careful not
like
to let go until my other hand is clasped on.
Okay. Lower down, lower down, lower down. You don't hit water.
Can I
Even after
see
10.
how far the water is?
Yeah, it's about another
Remember, you have that
15,
lighter.
20 feet.
Another 15, 20 feet?
Mm-hmm.
From where I'm at, does it look deep or shallow?
Deep.
Okay, I am going to yell up, guys, I'm dropping in.
that's a bad
That's a
idea.
terrible idea. We can't get down there with you.
Yes, you can.
What if there's something in that water that wants to eat us?
There could be talking fish down there.
If there are, I will kill them.
Fuck, and you can't see anything to land on?
It's just water.
We'll find another way down.
Chris, roll me a investigation check.
See, I don't like this because I got a nat 1 already.
Oh.
So, Chris, in answer to your question, basic animals. Nothing
Okay.
larger than a rabbit.
Oh, he's gonna wild shape.
Could be a bat.
Yeah, a bat would be really useful right
You could
now.
fly down to
Echolocation.
echolocation. Yeah, you could talk to
That's
or something.
what I'm trying to think about. What would be
Um,
the best useful.
fuck it. I'm gonna say. All right, guys. I have an idea.
Plug.
I have an idea.
Can we discuss this idea?
I
Yeah,
am
can I pull
going.
you up?
No, I am going to. Am I able to take my axe? So, going down here, is it rock along the walls?
No. It is literally you're dropping down into a giant cavern.
Okay, what I'm saying, would I be able to dig my axe into the wall?
Nope. Like, picture like the opening, like that Gandalf and Balrog fall through.
Oh.
Hit
yeah,
the water.
So he's right in the middle of it. So there's
Okay,
nothing-
pull me up. I don't want to be Gandalf.
All right. I'll just kind of like picture it's like a spool for like a hose. or
She's just
something.
sitting there
I'm
with
kind
her
of, like,
with her
sucking it
intestines
in.
going.
Yeah, I'm sucking it in. Yep.
GM, I would actually like to wild shape into a bat.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just seeing Elliot do this, and I'm just like, does this hurt at all?
No, it just it doesn't hurt at all.
All the
Once
same,
once
I
get
would
up,
I would avoid solid foods for a while.
Chris, you wild shape into a bat. Where are you going?
Whoa, he's a bat.
I look around,
Watch out, Ozzy.
using common knowledge about the echolocation, trying to get a better idea about the cavern we're in.
Go fly down there and echolocate.
As I see Chris fly down to bat, I yell, "This doesn't make you Batman!"
So, Chris, are you
Can I fly
down?
back up, bite him real quickly, and then go back down?
Oh,
You take a point of bleeding damage, Ben.
Damn it! Ow!
And
Bastard.
you now have COVID.
Damn.
You fly back out into the cavern. You don't see any signs of the goblins, but you do see about 100. Yeah, just about, I don't know. Yeah, about 50 feet down. So literally, if Caleb would just let that whole thing go down, he could have just, like, the intestines would have been just touching the water. There's a splot of land that leads into an outcropping, like a doorway.
Do I, as wild shape, because I'm not quite sure with it. Do I still speak human language or?
Nope.
You can understand it.
Okay.
You go like,
I'm gonna fly
And,
back up.
and you also see a massive opening.
I'm gonna
leading
fly
out, like-
back up in front of Caleb's face and try to point down with my wing as an indicate to go back down before I fly back down.
Okay, Caleb, make a perception check. Or you can make a perception or nature check as you're trying to understand what Chris is trying to tell
Make
you.
a perception check. That's a 10.
Chris is flapping his wings at you.
I'm gonna boot the snoot.
You boop the
That's
snoot,
that's
Chris.
for Pam.
I'm gonna,
Chris kinda
I'm
flutters
gonna
around
bite
for
the
a minute.
finger.
He, seeing that you bit Ben, retreats his finger out of reach.
Fuck you, bitch.
okay.
I land on the edge and point straight down with my wing.
Okay, no need to make a nature check. You could clearly understand
Okay.
that Chris is trying to tell you to go
He
down.
wants us to go down. He said it's good to go down.
I look down at the massive hole, and I'm like, I have IRL. I have a massive, near crippling fear of heights. So
I
I'm
am
like,
knowing that
And also
that
the water, I
it's
can't see the bottom.
knowing that it's deep water. I'm going to push Ben in.
Okay.
I would like to resist this.
I would
Is
like
this
Caleb and Ben,
athletics?
Caleb and Ben, I need strength checks from the both of you.
I'm just gonna fly on down.
Okay.
Strength.
Yes.
God, and
Add
I'm
your-
terrified of deep
Add,
water.
add
that I
just roll a
can't see
d20
it.
and add your strength modifier to it.
I have thalassophobia.
21, dirty 21.
Natural 20. Does that win?
Damn it!
Well, Caleb, you pick up Ben like hot potatoes and you just fuck him
Pick him
down.
up bridal style and throw him in.
Ah, fuck you!
Ben, because of the natural 20, Caleb threw you down that you land gracefully into the most beautiful dive ever.
Like just a perfect swan dive.
Yes.
Like, almost like you're a fish person.
Yeah.
I shoot to the surface gracefully as Michael. Was that swimmer Michael Phelps?
Please don't be Michael Phelps. No,
Just
he's
I'm
not
not-
a good person to be.
I know he's not a good person, but I'm talking about his natural swimming ability.
Okay.
And I
pop
just kind
out-
of go.
You pop out. Anybody else jumping in?
I'll jump in right after him.
Okay, Caleb, you land in a massive cannonball.
Did he yell out cannonball?
Tidal wave Ben. No, I yelled at as I come down. Hey you guys!
As you land. Aaron?
Yeah, I'm jumping down.
Okay, you jump down.
Belly flop.
No,
Ow.
Aaron's not gonna
I
belly
hate
flop.
everything about this, and I'm just gonna jump.
Elliot, you jump in.
Yeah.
And Chris elegantly flies.
As as Chris lands down, you guys all manage to get wet, but you guys look down and you see a massive opening, but then you see a small outcropping, like a doorway.
I swim to the outcropping.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn back into human and just stand there to them.
Okay. Who is? Go ahead, Elliot.
How tall were those hobgoblins?
8 feet tall.
Okay.
They were big boys.
So in theory, I could kind of disguise myself as one, but I'd be a short one.
Okay.
So
If
you'd be
you
a
would like
regular
to.
goblin then.
I mean, I don't think goblins are 5 foot tall.
Like the blue one was about 6.
Yeah, regular goblins can be.
Okay. So I
Once
can
you
kind
start
of
hitting the
if
7-foot
you
mark,
need to.
that's when you get hobgoblins.
Yeah. So if you need me to, I can kind of go in there and blend in.
Can you change into anything?
It's illusory disguise, so it has to be the same body shape, roughly similar height. Disguise is good enough to hide your identity, but not to impersonate a specific individual.
Okay.
It doesn't change my voice, scent, or mannerisms, so I have to be careful still.
Okay. I was gonna say
And
bugbear,
I
but
also
you're
have
too short for a
message,
bugbear.
but they're both concentration, so it doesn't have much.
I'm gonna go ahead and lead.
Okay.
I fall behind Caleb, gun at the ready,
Okay.
low ready.
I'll follow.
Caleb, make me a perception check, please.
That would be a 16.
Okay. You round the corner and you see a giant cylindrical pillar standing in the center with a small human-sized opening in the center of it. Laying on a small staircase leading up to it, probably about 4 or 5 steps, you see the body of a figure laying dead with 5 arrows stuck in its back. A figure wearing blue and white robes.
I approach the body and I start start checking it.
Excuse me, sir. You didn't see this. I did.
Oh, I'm right behind you.
I'm bigger than you.
I can still see around you.
I want to, before we casually walk over there, I want to see if I can figure out where these arrows came from and make sure there's no traps laying in wait.
They're about the same size as a crossbow bolt, and there's nothing on the walls.
It was Ben.
There's nothing to indicate that these bolts came from any mechanism that was on or from the walls.
Okay, I'll go ahead and approach the body then.
Okay.
I fall behind too.
Okay.
I asked Ben how his neck is.
I kind of glare over at Chris and just shake my head in disapproval. Go back to examine the body.
What do I see looking at the body?
Make an investigation check.
I don't see anything. That's like a 5.
Okay.
Can I do investigation check?
Sure. Go for it.
Sir?
Where's investigations under
I've
this?
been rolling really bad tonight. But I'll roll really good next week.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
GM, I rolled a 19. I'm looking at my thing where I don't see the investigation modifier. So I'm assuming 9. We'll just go with a 19.
Caleb,
Your perception is the same as your investigation. Just
okay.
to let you know.
Caleb, when you flip the body over, you see a decaying body. Been there for a while. Ben, you look down and you see this in Discord, Ben.
Oh no, I'm blind.
I kind of I go pale and I just kind of
What?
hold up the arm and roll it down and show the tattoo.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
say anything. I just kind of.
Fuck.
And it's for sure him.
It's Ethan.
I kind of just gently put the arm down, and I'm really fighting back my emotions right now.
He was so young.
I never really liked that guy anyways.
But but Ben, you do see in the outstretched hand, you see a final note.
I pull
I
out
swear
the
to
note.
God, if this mentions Charlie, I'm walking away.
I pull out the note and I read, and
It's quiet,
I silently read the note.
Okay. The note reads, to anybody that reads this note.
Knew he's gonna do it.
Um,
Oh.
I found a way home. Took me this gold quest to figure out that I was literally living on top of the way home all this time. Thought I could make it, but 5 ways stopped me from getting to my goal. So anybody reading this, home is literally just 1 footstep away.
I relayed that what was read there, and I also said and he also said I get his TV, and I just kind of fold the note away and just put it in my
He did not
jacket.
say that.
Yes, he did. It was his last full intention. I get his TV.
I'm sure.
All right, then show me the letter.
I'm sure he would want his son to have it. You know, his baby.
What does the baby need with a TV?
More
His
than you
wife?
do. Listen, so 1 foot away, so literally right there, pointing to the man-made hole, the man-sized hole.
Then maybe we should get his body and go home.
Yeah.
I am going to pick up his body and carry him bridal style.
Good night, sweet prince.
What? Were his eyes open?
No.
Okay. Carry him bridal style. I want to. Ben, give me your hoodie.
I take my hoodie off.
I am going to put Ben's hoodie on Ethan. Put his arms in it like it was his. Put the hood on him. And as I am picking him up, I'm going to look at him, look around. We need a new creative director now. No, I'm kidding. No,
I
will.
solemnly
I
say
didn't.
I'll
I didn't
be
really.
listening.
I didn't really say that. I'm gonna look at him and the best damn hoodie for the best damn man, and I'm going to, with his body, walk through the man-made hole.
I follow behind.
I
Yep.
follow.
As we all die.
As our
You're awesome.
as the
As the spirit slowly
It
fades
really
away.
happened.
Cannot move 1 foot.
Um,
In either way. But I heard everything. So Caleb, when you step forward first, you are almost feel like you're being launched directly towards the moon.
Neil Armstrong, here I come.
The body disappears,
Chicken.
and as the body begins to disappear, you look down at the tattoo on his left wrist, and it fades first, like coming off like marker almost.
Fucker.
Before
God damn it.
you land back in your chair with your dog plopping into the house. Then you are quickly behind him. Plop right back into your recliner with Pam sitting right there going boo right in your face. Aaron, you go through and you plop back down and you manage to get your hoodie back. That you
Yes.
off.
Do I get my hoodie back?
No.
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 You
No, it's on the real live Ethan.
get in there. And you
Ethan
land.
has a new hoodie.
I do have a new hoodie. It's actually my size because pretty sure Ben and I are about the same height. As you plop back down in your home, and Chris, you land, you fly up, you come back down, land back in your chair. as your dog pops right next to you, gets up and walks away. As I begin to read, finish the first book, or finish the first page, flip the page over. Our adventure begins. And that is where we're going to end our story tonight.
Ah!
I want to roll the dick, yeah.
Wanted to say thank you guys for partaking in this short one shot.
Wow.
Wanted to leave on the same note as we began, thus sitting around, opening our books, play our favorite role-playing games. Thank you all for tuning in, and tune in next week as we resume our regular campaign setting. And tune in next time as we roll the damn dice. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Night.
Uh,